The white shit, boy. Address the white zaddy shit, boy. Articulate that in a way where everybody will understand Charlie Kirk, my white zaddy. He won't. He won't.
White zaddy, my white zaddy. Why Charlie Kirk is my white zaddy? Why you gotta be a white zaddy? Kirk my daddy. I could care less. Yeah. This can get white zaddy. White zaddy. Yeah. Why Charlie Kirk is my white zaddy? Boy. Why you gotta be a white zaddy?
Kirk my
I could care less. Yeah, it's giving game. White zaddy, my white zaddy. Why Charlie Kirk is my white zaddy? Boy, I gotta be a white zaddy. Yeah, Kirk my daddy. White zaddy, white zaddy. Why Charlie Kirk is my white zaddy? Why I gotta be a white zaddy?
You stupid.
checkmate, motherfucker.
What up? What up? What up? What up? What's good, everybody?
This is culturally inappropriate.
What's up, everybody? Oh, happy Saturday, man. Happy Saturday. Yo, we had to start with that song, all right? We had to start with, Kirk My White Zaddy. We had to. Shout out to Stevie KK Knight, You missed the intro. You could go back. It's all good. What's up, chat? How is everybody doing, man? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I missed y'all, man. Oh, it feels so good to be back. October was a crazy, crazy busy month. It was a busy month. Couldn't really stream the way that I wanted to, but we back. Here we are. I'm excited to get into all these topics today. And I also have a lot to ask of the chat as well. I have a lot of questions to ask you guys. But first things first, let me fix something real quick already with this. Let's see. No, not that. Discard. Chris said, run that shit back. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That shit most definitely, it's a bop, bro. It is a serious bop. I have no idea why the chat isn't staying. Shut down source. Why not refresh browser? No access to OBS. Yeah, I have no idea. I guess I'm gonna have to figure that out. Screw it. I'll figure it out later. You said, Saucy said I had it stuck in my head for a week. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like the backup vocals or what, but that shit it's a bop. It is a bop. I can't stop listening to it. Enough talk, run it back. All right. Matter of fact, I'll run it back one more time. And while I run it back, I'm going to try to fix this chat really quick because I don't know why it's doing that. Let's run it back.
Address the white shit, boy. Address the white zaddy shit, boy. Articulate that in a way where everybody will understand Charlie Kirk, my white zaddy. He won't.
He said he
won't.
He won't.
White zaddy, my white zaddy. Why Charlie Kirk is my white zaddy? Why you gotta be a white zaddy? Kirk my daddy. I could care less.
The amount of editing, guys. The amount of editing that this took for something so silly and so stupid. You gotta appreciate it.
Yeah, it's giving game.
You know what, Mr. KP? I hope it doesn't go on Spotify, because if it does, that means you're not gonna be able to play it this free. I hope not.
Yeah,
So fucking like, look at the clips, man.
you stupid.
Checkmate, motherfucker.
And that goddamn checkmate, motherfucker. That shit is so hilarious, because when I heard him say that, I was like, oh God, this man is actually slow. Like, he really thought he did something. Like, how come Abba won't address that he calling Charlie Kirk my white zaddy? Huh? How come he won't address? He kept saying it over and over again. I don't know why he thought that was such a slam dunk, but it was confusing. Like, that was the smoking gun. Out of everything that happened, that was the goddamn smoking gun. Abba saying Charlie Kirk is your white dad. Who? Like, what the fuck? Chat delay, hot message manager. Yeah, I have no idea. CD said I like it. Hell yeah. You said damn that shirt. Oh, you said damn that shit heat. Hell yeah, it's heat. Shoot, okay, I have no idea why my chat isn't staying on screen, but that's fine because I can see y'all. Man, look, first off, I didn't even say this, man. I didn't even have time to say this, but totally forgot. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to my LA Dodgers. Won the goddamn World Series, boy. I haven't been able to talk about it, but if you guys notice, I've been wearing LA shit all week, even before, even when the series was still going on, when the World Series was still going on. Shout out to the Dodgers, man. I'm so happy we won another goddamn championship, and we're gonna get another dub next year. 3-peat. Can't wait. All right, so now we got that out of the way. First things first, I wanted to talk to you guys about, we'll start off light. First thing that we are going to go over is Big Sean and Jhene Aiko. So supposedly, allegedly, they have broken up and they've been together for 10 years and they have a child. First things first, let me just say I don't really care. Like, it's not necessarily my business. But I wanted to talk about it because this entire situation raises a couple of questions that I have for the chat, right? But first things first, let's look at this post, right? So somebody tweeted this and they said Big Sean and Jhene Aiko have broken up after 10 years, and the women have been angry at Sean for wasting Jhene's time without marrying her. But here's what those same women are ignoring. Jhene was once married to one music producer, Dot the Genius. Here's where it gets interesting. She cheated on her husband with Big Sean. She even got a tattoo of Big Sean while still married. Then went on to publicly kiss him on stage, all this while still married. The poor guy eventually decided to call it quits. The embarrassment was too much, and Jhene was now free to date her handsome rap superstar boyfriend, Big Sean. But Big Sean never popped the question because he understands game. Lesson: when a woman cheats on another man to be with you, she'll cheat on you too. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Never marry a cheater. Now, this is all alleged, right? I have heard that she was married while she was messing with Sean. I cannot confirm nor deny that. But again, this is a very interesting conversation because, I mean, if that is true, this post kind of has a point. Right. It's crazy if it's true, right? But if it is, this post kind of has a point because, I mean, how many times have you guys have heard this? How you get them is how you lose them. I've heard that shit so many, and it's true. It's true. If somebody is willing to cheat on their current significant other and fuck with you, the odds of them doing the same thing to you are very high, very high. So I don't necessarily disagree there. But one thing that I found interesting is that Big Sean actually commented on this post And he said, on some real shit, I don't like this energy. I don't mind whoever saying wild shit about me because I have a sense of humor and I don't give a fuck. It's frustrating having people say negative things towards her, though. God bless. This tweet is interesting. This tweet is interesting, right? Because he said he doesn't like people talking shit about her. But at the same time, he didn't deny it. He didn't say none of this is true. He just said he doesn't like people talking shit about her. But he didn't necessarily deny it. So I found that interesting. Like I said, I don't know what's true, what isn't true. I just thought it was interesting. Somebody also tweeted at Big Sean and said, you broke up with the queen over a powdered donut, my nigga. No, and he responded, no, it's pretty funny how the internet can give life to things with no confirmation. I'm sending love to everyone, though. So the powdered donut that he was referring to, hold on. Shit, I accidentally got out of the goddamn post. So this was the the powdered donut that he was referring to. So people thought that Sean was fucking with this girl apparently, and he confirmed that this is false and said that she was just some chick that was already there and she just was like up on him and very close to him and he didn't know why. So he did deny that. But one thing that I find interesting, 10 years, and they have a child together. And I assume Big Sean was playing stepdaddy, to her child as well, just being present, I'm sure. I find this interesting because when it comes to guys, why is it that marriage is so scary? Like I said, I don't know what happened, behind the scenes. I don't know the reason for Sean not marrying her, but I just want to know, why is marriage so scary, but instead you're willing to have a baby with somebody? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. You are willing to have a baby with somebody. That is a bigger commitment than marriage, in my opinion. Chat, am I wrong? It doesn't make any sense because not only do you have a child is forever, that kid is going to stay. You are obligated to take care of that child at least until they're 18, or however long you want to take care of it after they're 18. You are obligated to take care of said child. And not only that, you have that woman in your life for the rest of your life now because that's the mother. That's the mom. I don't understand why men specifically are so scared of marriage, but they will be willing to have a child with somebody. Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense. Chat, what y'all think? Doesn't make sense to y'all, right? Yeah, I don't get it. TJ said, what if it was fire, Watts? Look, okay, no disrespect. Sure, I'm sure it was, but that don't mean you gotta stay in it. That don't mean you gotta keep swimming in it. Once you about to let off a couple of rounds, you just wrap it up. Doesn't make any sense. If you do not want any commitments in a relationship, do not go in there raw. If you don't want to be committed in any way, type, shape, or form, don't have a kid. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. We didn't even get to Myron yet. We're going to get to him next. I just wanted to talk about this because I just don't understand why people think that marriage is just so scary. Guys, for me personally, marriage is great. Marriage is one of the best things that I have done. My wife adds value to my life. She's a great partner, a great friend. I couldn't ask for any better. I don't have to be out here in these fucking streets. The streets? I'll clutch my pearls if I had to go back to the streets. The fuck? Have you guys seen the goddamn hobgoblins that remain outside? Okay, there is nothing out here for me at all. I am happy with my marriage. Outside? Ugh. God. No offense to any of the single people in here that are, outside, but ugh. I don't want to do that. It is rough out here. I'm sure a lot of y'all, matter of fact, could attest in the comments. It is rough out here in these streets. You don't know what you're going to get or what you're going to catch. So I'm good. I don't have a problem with marriage. I don't think any guy should have a problem with marriage, just as long as you are marrying the right one. Somebody that's, nice, competent. You find them attractive. They're caring, generous, all the things, nurturing, all the things. If your woman has all the things, then just marry her, bro. It's really not that deep. I promise you, it's not. Look at Albert. Albert said, "Man, I'm trying to get out the streets, bro. For real. See, that's why I'm telling you. I'm telling you, the streets. There's nothing out here, man." But all right. That was Big Sean. I just want to talk about that very briefly because, like I said, I thought that was interesting. First thing that we're going to start off with today, guys. Well, second thing we're going to start off with is Myron Gaines. So you guys saw my previous video that I did where Myron was basically explaining why he's so pro-Hitler, which still doesn't make any sense to this day. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Oh, me praising Hitler is a middle finger to censorship. Makes no fucking sense. There are other ways to do it, but you want to make one of the most evil men in history your mascot. Okay, whatever. During that same podcast, they had a discussion. Myron Gaines and what the fuck was this? Why was I about to call him Matt Walsh? Guys, all these people are starting to like blend in. Not Matt Walsh. What the fuck is his name? Shit. Steven Crowder. So this is the same video, the same podcast that Myron was on from the last video. Crowder, thank you. Yes. But yeah, he's talking about monogamy. I haven't heard Myron talk about relationships in a while, so let's just get into it. Actually, I don't hear any relationship advice or talk from Myron anymore in general. Probably because he fucking sucks at it. I don't know. And guys, look, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, all right? Subscribe. I am currently at 19,705 subscribers. I'm trying to hit 20,000 before the year ends, so make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already, man. I appreciate y'all. Okay, let's get into it. And like the stream and share it too. Appreciate you, TJ.
And that they need to be the leaders, and to be the leader you need to have these things in place and also understand what you're dealing with on the other end, because women of 2025 are no longer the women of 1955, which guys make this egregious mistake and think that they are.
That's where we would differ. Is for me, the prescription is it is your duty as a man to honor her, to respect her,
of course,
to provide her,
yeah,
to
of
protect,
course.
and I would put in there monogamous.
As long as the guy's making that decision and he's monogamous because he wants to be, I'm cool with it. I just don't want guys being monogamous because their wife tells them, oh, you better be monogamous because X, Y, Z.
That's a little bit of a change in his tune. Shout out to Alex Walton. That's a little bit of a change in his tune, don't you think? Because he wasn't always for monogamy, right?
Do you ever get in hot water? Because you're a lady, lovely, fetching lady. I think like a lady out there. I don't want to speak out of turn. Does it ever hurt you in your relationships where they hear you? You're like, we're all players. Do you have to? You're gonna go back and she's like, you have some splaining to do, in Sudanese.
Well, yeah. Yeah, she'll say it in Arabic. No, we need to talk. So they don't, because like I'm very open about that. Like I tell girls all the time, I'm not going to be monogamous to you. I tell them all the time, men lead, women follow. And and I do want to be important, because this is another thing that people kind of misconstrue about me.
It's okay. So it's just so ironic, right? It's so funny because the only type of woman that Myron is going to be able to get are gold diggers, are women that care about money and status before anything else, before actually being a good fucking person. Because no normal woman is going to take that. Oh no, you can't be monogamous, but I can, okay? I'm the leader. I have the status. I have the money. No normal woman is going to take that shit. So the only women that he can get are probably bops that only care about his money. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, we know Myron ain't got no fucking game. We know he doesn't have a game. We know he doesn't have any game. There is literal proof of him using his status and his podcast to basically, like, leverage intercourse with women. It happened with Anna Quinn Fitness. I ain't forget about that shit. Oh, if you gonna come on the podcast, we gotta hook up though. Yeah, if you had game, you wouldn't have to do that shit, dummy. Shout out to Rodney Thompson for the 1999 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. He said, hilarious that two lonely clowns that lost their significant others due to their horrible personalities. Facts. They know nothing about women. Oh, and you are absolutely right.
I don't tell guys to run out there and be like a womanizer like forever. I just want guys to be able to understand women, and I understand for you to truly be able to understand modern women and the way that they move nowadays. Unfortunately, like religion and culture and all the things that used to keep women in place, the church and shame, all these institutions are pretty much gone or eroded significantly. So like women are incentivized to be whores nowadays. So I tell guys, look, get it.
What are you talking about? Women are incentivized to be whores nowadays. Honestly, I can make it, if you're saying that, I can make the argument that women were always incentivized to be like promiscuous. Corn has been a thing for a very long time. And if you want it, I mean, if you want some easy money, just go into prostitution or corn. Okay. Every time I see Moosey's name, bro, every time I see Daddy, it hurts. I just die laughing. What's up,
Position
Moosey?
where you understand women where they can't hurt you, like whether it be with marriage or the divorce court, or you're paying alimony or child support. Understand them and then go in with your eyes wide open. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, I think guys do have to get a level of experience when they deal with women. But I just want them to do it on their terms versus doing it on the woman's terms, which is what most guys end up doing in society.
I think that's good because I know you've had conversations. A friend of mine, Andrew Wilson, and
Yes.
we agree on a lot of the I think you're
like-
unabashedly red pill. You would say, and then I get lumped in with that. Whereas like we would have very different prescriptions going
Yes.
forward. But it sounds to me like
But
you're
we
saying
all identify the same problem.
the same problems. Yes, exactly. And I think that's where we kind of diverge and we can talk about it. But that's actually good for you to clarify because I've heard you say like, bang a lot of bitches to use your culture, your colored nomenclature.
Yes.
But you're basically saying do it on your terms. So if you want to be monogamous, if you want to not be promiscuous.
Shout out to Park Davis for the $10 super chat. I hate Myron. God damn. God damn, I appreciate you. Oh, man, I'm there with you.
Then make sure you're approaching it the right way where you find that kind of woman. But if you want a whore, then, go to the whore store.
Yeah, and be able to identify them. So this is the thing that so I get in a lot of fights with a lot of conservatives over this topic. So like one of the things, right? So I have 5 things that I think every guy should have, and I think we might have even had a discussion on this before a couple years back, and it hasn't really changed too much. Make 6 figures a year, at least $100,000 a year as a guy, be 35 years old, have 6 months to 1 year of savings, be in good shape, and have sex with 50 women. Now, this 50 women thing is what has a lot of people.
It doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. 50. You do not need to have sex with 50 women in order to understand women. You don't. It doesn't make any sense. That shit is arbitrary. I don't know where he even got that from. What the fuck are you talking about?
5th thing.
Yeah, this is what pisses a lot of people off. Now, this 50 isn't a hard and fast 50. I just want it where guys are able to get to a point where they understand women to the point where they don't get into a relationship with a girl and she's telling them like, you're not going to get any nookie unless you take out the trash. Oh, you're not going to get XYZ unless you do this. So I don't want guys to be in a position where their girlfriend or their significant other can leverage sexuality for compliance from them from his.
If you have a woman and she is leveraging intercourse, you don't need to be with her. A woman that is doing that, she may not even really want to have it with you, bro. I'm sorry. I ain't never. And when Myron talks about women, he talks about them as if they're a monolith. They all speak the same, they all talk the same, they all walk the same, they all do the same shit, right? I've never had a woman leverage intercourse ever. Not even once.
Perspective, she should be giving that to you all the time, and she should be actually the one trying to initiate if you do everything right correctly. And the reason why I say guys need to have these 5 things is because in the age of Instagram, in the age of dating apps, in the age of where women have all these opportunities, relationship and sexual opportunities.
Mr. KP has a valid point. He said hypocrisy. Myron was saying women are incentivized to be promiscuous, but he is telling men to do it. Exactly. But it's okay for us to do it, but not okay for them.
you need to be what I call like an entry level higher status guy. And these 5 things will put you in a position where you can at least be the leadership figure in that relationship where she's going to respect you and most importantly submit to you guys, submit to you. So that's why I say these things. Now, could it be 20 and you'll be fine? Could it be 10? Could it be 1? Hell, could you even be a virgin and maybe understand this stuff? Sure. But what I've realized is like most men don't really figure women out until they've had a significant amount of experience. And I've noticed it to be somewhere between 30 to 50.
You don't have. That doesn't make any sense. Anywhere between 30 to 50. That shit is so fucking arbitrary. First of all, most men out here are not having intercourse with 30 to 50 women. They're not. They're not. They're not. The normal average guy isn't having intercourse with 30 to 50 women. Like, that's not a small number. That's a rather large number. And I'm sorry, if you've been in a couple of relationships, like I started to understand, I started to understand like what it's like to be with a woman, and I started to understand like dating in general the more that I dated. So I was in a few relationships here and there, but whenever I would end them, I would gain experience basically. Like I got experience from every woman that I dealt with, every relationship that I was in, but it didn't take 50. It didn't take 50. And I was able to get married. Like I can tell y'all right now, my body count is not 50. That's fucking ridiculous to me. You're a whore. You need to get checked. No offense to anybody. No offense to anybody in the chat. Let me not say that. That was a little much, all right? That's a little much. You can do whatever you want with your body. I really don't care. But for me personally, if I had sex with 50 people, yeah, I'm a whore. I'm a whore.
Now,
do you mean that relationally or do you mean that sexually?
Sexually, so that you understand women appropriately, so that you can identify. It's like like we look at World of Warcraft, right? Like you got to kill the little like monsters or whatever.
Fucking
like she wants to level
I
up.
thought we were talking about women. You went to World of Warcraft.
This is the problem
Tonight to women.
How many women do you have your World of Warcraft?
Well, you got to kill the like little.
Do you hear that? That's the sound of all women drying up.
Or like you spar with a bunch of people in boxing, right? So that when you finally have that final match against the boss, like you know how to appropriately duck and weave and
this man, they really bullied this man into a. They bullied him into a different analogy. That is so funny.
Do what you got to do to be able to win the fight. Because I do think like when it gets to marriage and long-term relationship, that's going to be the hardest thing for you versus just womanizing. So you need to understand women's strategies and proclivities and everything else like that. So I think having that number and having that experience will, number one, put you in a position where you're attractive. And then number two, give you the prerequisite knowledge and sexuality where women can't leverage sex against you anymore. Because so many guys are like,
what's up, Ashley?
I'm going to do whatever she wants. And that's like the beginning of the end.
You've been talking with Robert. He says that a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
he says that. I'm like, Robert, you don't understand the dynamics of female-male interplay. But I will say, I get it. And then the Christian prescription is, hey, you know what? The truth is people figure out sex. And the truth is people who are virgins who get married and then have sex, have fewer partners, are sexually happier. Now, maybe because they don't know what to compare it to.
They are.
But so what? You know what I mean? I also think
I'm confused because he agrees with that, but at the same time, he's telling people that they need to have sex with 30 to 50 women. He's telling men, excuse me, I said people. That doesn't make any sense. If you agree with what Crowder just said, then in that case, you shouldn't encourage men to have sex with that many women. I don't get it.
Just for clarity, ideally, if a guy and a girl can get together and be virgins, that's the best scenario.
So you would say that too?
Yeah, statistically speaking, that is the best way. But me being pragmatic and understanding how women are nowadays, where the average 21-year-old girl is going to have more sexual partners than the average 21-year-old guy, like I can't in good faith tell guys to get married as a virgin and them not being destroyed because they don't understand female nature and how women are. And like, unfortunately, the church, religion, society, shame, all these different things that used to be in play back like in 1955 are no longer in play in 2025. And women have no reason to really sit there and submit to you and do what they're supposed to do because they're incentivized to not.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this.
Why are we also using 1955 as like the as like the stamp? No one knows what it was like to fucking live in 1955, like within this conversation.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think, so I think you're right. We have identified kind of one of the problems in society.
Dry skin in your...
Is that what it is?
No, it's gone.
All right, thanks. Appreciate that. Yeah, well, I went like this. I scratched my nose right before we went on the show. Yeah, exactly. Do you think, though, that there is a way to incentivize guys to only look for the right women? And eventually this problem goes away because women won't be able to find any guys because they're not looking for women that are sleeping around. They're actually looking for people.
Stop looking in fucking Miami. That's That's part of the problem. Stop. Get the fuck out of Miami. That's step number one. You get the fuck out of Brickell.
That have some character and some, I don't know, what the qualities in women that we've always looked for. So instead of incentivize, like saying, hey, go out and sleep with 50 so you understand them, just say, just don't play their game. Just find virtuous women, and therefore we will get rid of this problem by doing that.
The only problem with that is that, so when women run game, what they do is when they find a guy that they like, they'll sell purity. And
oh yeah, no,
yeah,
no.
We all know, like, we sell success.
Seen those
they sell
stories,
purity.
yes.
So like my thing is like, and this is another reason why.
All right, what about an app, a purity app? Follow me here. No, I'm just kidding.
You could ask some questions to it, and I can.
Dating a water? What is that?
But yeah, like the thing is, you guys need to be able to identify when girls are lying to them and they're selling purity. And this is why I tell guys, actually, like, date a girl for 6 months to a year before you ever like claim her and make her your actual girlfriend and actually getting serious, because you need time to see where she stands in her characteristics. And then another thing I tell guys is, like, see if she does acts of service. Like, will she do things for you? And because a good woman is going to come in, see parts of things that you're doing that could be optimized. Like, for example, let's say you like coffee, right? But she shows up at your house, you don't have a good coffee machine. She just takes the initiative and buys you one, right? Yeah. Or she has a cup always ready for you when you wake up.
Okay, right there. I don't necessarily disagree with him. I don't disagree with him because, yeah, that's I mean, I do that in a relationship. So I would kind of expect my partner to do that. Like, my wife does that. So, like, I understand what he's saying here. And honestly, I agree with it. Yeah, I don't disagree here.
Little things like that, and you don't even have to tell her. Like, that's a really good sign, because now she's becoming like almost. I always say men need to be problem solvers in the real world. Women need to be problem solvers in a household with the guy and making them better, so that they don't have to think about the little things, so they can go focus on the big things. That's where I think a woman is best. And people get mad at me when I say, oh yeah, she needs to basically be your assistant. But I truly do think, like, women thrive in that assistance role because it puts you.
I would not say that at all. This, at the end of the day, when it comes to a relationship or a marriage, it's a partnership. You are supposed to assist each other. You're supposed to help each other. Hey, she's having a bad day. Like, what can I cook her for dinner? Or what can I get her? What can I DoorDash her? Maybe she'll want some ice cream or something. She's having a real bad day. What can I do to take a load off of her? You feel me?
Who's the masculine leader and the dominant figure. It puts her as the subservient, which is what they want anyway. And she's helping you become better. And I think that's like the best way it can go. But guys won't be able to identify these types of women or be able to figure this out until they date them for a good amount of time and see where she stands with these types of things.
Do you think so? Because you said women's nature.
Yeah, that would make sense if every woman behaved the same. That would make sense. But everybody's different. What you got in one relationship, you are not going to get, like, in another relationship. It's going to be different every fucking time. Women are not the same. Why are we acting like they operate similarly? They don't.
And again, we would agree on the descriptions, maybe not the prescriptions. Well, I still think finding a chaste woman is ideal, but I also agree, blind spot, women lie in the modern world. Because sometimes they're going
So do you motherfuckers. Oh my gosh. Steven Crowder, all you do is lie. All you do is lie. One of the biggest lies that you tell is that African Americans assault white people to a large extent. And it's not fucking true. It's not true. Us, all you do is lie. Lying is your thing. You lie. What are you talking about? All y'all lie. And I would hate to see what either of these fools are like in a relationship. All these niggas do is lie. That's it.
Their nature. Their nature is not to be, is a term you use, hypergamy. Hypergamy.
Yes.
Okay. They don't want to be sluts, put it that way. They don't want to be dime store whores. A lot of them don't, right?
I agree.
They've been told that it's empowering. And so sometimes women are trying, the same way that guys who...
Hey, to all the women in the chat, real quick, to all the women that are watching this in the chat, how many of you genuinely think that it's empowering to be promiscuous, to sleep around? How many of you really think that it's empowering? Please, I am so curious, because they say that shit all the time. I don't even think that's true. You shut up, TJ. Nobody's talking to you.
Simp and say, hey, I'm soft, I'm sympathetic, I'm sensitive. They're trying to fill an archetype that they have been told is appealing, which actually flies in the face of our nature sometimes.
Yeah.
And we see more people who are sort of acting anti-naturally, women acting masculine, acting tough, boss babe, and men, and I don't want to use the term beta, but men acting weak and subservient, and no one's happy because it's all a fake out.
No, you're actually precisely correct. I say it all the time. Feminism is the blue pill for women. right? So so for men, right, blue pill guys are simps. You know, feminine, think that women can lead and, you know, they can, you know, do certain masculine things and they can like defer that to her. Like, yeah, it's okay if my girl like bosses me around and tells me what to do, like, because they're idiots and they don't understand female nature. Same exact thing with women. Women, the blue pill for women is feminism and thinking that chasing a career, acting like a man, being masculine, challenging your husband or challenging your man is like, you know, empowering. That is the blue pill for them. And they bite it even worse because advertisers and society in general, like women are easier buyers. Like they're the target demographic for advertisers because women are the consumers.
Yep.
They like to extract value, and with them, they are you. When I always say like when you lie, women buy, and that's what they do. That's why like with the Gillette commercial, we can even put in the clip here if you guys want.
Which one, the tranny mustache one, or the one the guy's like, you shouldn't actually tell the woman she's hot? Which one?
Boys will be boys.
The one, yeah, the boys will be boys one.
Yeah.
Bullying, a problem among kids here in Indiana, and now
We can't hide from it. We can't laugh it off.
who's the daddy?
Impact sales.
What I actually think.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and in that commercial,
You know what's crazy? That's what Myron be saying whenever he fuck with a new set of balls. Hey man, you know, I got this naked ass dude, you know, in my apartment, but it's not gay, you know. Boys will be boys. You feel me? This is what we do. We hug on each other, all right, without our shirts off. You know, we be kissing on each other's neck. Boys will be boys. That's what we do, right? You know, it's normal. It's just boys being boys. You feel me? There is nothing wrong with dapping up your homie, and right after you dap him up, you give him a hug and you squeeze his butt cheeks, and they all nice and firm like two little round bricks, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's just boys being boys. Just boys being boys.
I love to use that because that commercial exemplifies the problem that we're in. We have a men's razor company, right? A men's razor company literally shitting on their target demographic of customer to appease to women. And if that doesn't prove that women are the majority consumers and they run, we live in a gynocentric society, I don't know what else does.
Holy shit, I feel like he's fucking reaching. I feel that, to me, that is a huge fucking reach. I didn't get that out of that commercial at all. Like, honestly, if anything, what I got out of that commercial was trying to encourage men to be fucking better. Okay.
And I always tell people like, well, they're like, oh, why is that a big deal? Men do need to be better. A lot of guys are, toxically masculine, whatever. Because that was one of the commercials that pushed this whole toxic masculinity thing. And I'm like, all right, well, what if Victoria's Secret did a commercial saying, hey, stop being sluts. Stop cheating on your boyfriend. Stop being attention whores on Instagram. Like, start making those goddamn sandwiches. Do you think Victoria's Secret would have a...
What the fuck is up with him? Like, make your own goddamn sandwich. Why does he not have the ability to make his own sandwiches? I don't fucking understand. Make your own goddamn sandwich. Why does it always end with a woman making sandwiches? Do it your fucking self, you lazy sack of shit. I don't get it. You want a goddamn sandwich so bad? Go fucking make one. Go get one. It's not hard. Just go get it. I don't need my woman to make me a sandwich. I can make it my goddamn self. I have 2 legs. It's easy.
problem? They probably would.
We'd all be losers because Joe it would be out of business.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want that to happen. It's one of the few, like that and Yankee Doodle Candle Store. Those are the only reasons I go to the mall, usually by myself. One point I would say is I agree.
Spencer.
One fundamental difference, though, and I think you would agree with this, but single men are very large consumers. Once they are in a nuclear family household, women are the consumers. So the marketing changes when they're single. Men tend to buy a lot of things, electronics, cars, toys, right? Sure. Once you're married, it's often women. And here's how I know I got a good woman. She's Latina. By the way, they're all nuts. But she buys men's.
What the fuck was the point in saying that? I don't even know where to start. So first off, let me say this. I am married. I still be buying shit, and I still buy shit. Like, if I want to buy something, I don't necessarily have to run it by my wife. Like, I don't. If I really want it, I'll just get it. But I don't spend like that. Why are they acting as if when you get married, like clink clink, you just automatically have shackles on you? Like you gotta ask permission to buy shit. You gotta have permission to do X, Y, and Z. That's not the fucking case. And if that is the case, you married the wrong goddamn one. Now, I'm not saying spend money frivolously. I'm not saying that at all. But damn, bro, like I don't get it. Why do they think this is what marriage is about? And honestly, when it comes to marriage and relationships, this motherfucker is the last person that need to be talking about this shit. Oh God, he was so verbally abusive towards his ex-wife. It was disgusting.
Razors. And I go, why? She goes,
Yeah.
It's cheaper. It's the exact same thing. And that's how you know she's not a feminist, because women go, the pink tax, get a black razor, bitch.
Yeah.
You don't have to have 18 strips and Venus people singing, doing synchronized swimming in the commercial. It's
Right,
literally a
TJ.
tax on a color that costs more to produce and you pay more. You could just buy a plain black razor.
Yep.
And mine does. And that's why, she doesn't have to cover up the bruising with makeup. But no, it's like
sometimes.
One more time.
women go, the pink. Women are the consumers. So the marketing changes when they're single. Men tend to buy a lot of things, electronics, cars, toys, right?
Sure.
Once you're married, it's often women. And here's how I know I got a good woman. She's Latina. By the way, they're all nuts. But she buys men's razors. And I go, why? She goes,
Yeah.
it's cheaper. It's the exact same thing. And that's how you know she's not a feminist, because women go, the pink tax, get a black razor, bitch.
Yeah.
You don't have to have 18 strips and Venus people singing, doing synchronized swimming in the commercial. It's literally a tax on a color that costs more to produce and you pay more. You could just buy a plain black razor.
Yep.
And mine does. And that's why, she doesn't have to cover up the bruising with makeup.
Domestic violence. The fact that he's making this joke is what's even more disgusting, considering how verbally abusive he was towards his wife. I do not know for sure if he put his hands on his wife ever, but if he did, it really would not surprise me. But domestic violence is nothing. It's nothing to make fun of. And I make really dark jokes. I make dark jokes. But that's just fucking weird. It's weird. And look at Myron. He's just eating this fucking shit up. Yeah, matter of fact, yes. Hold up. How could I forget? Jail. You going to jail for, jail. Jail. If you are willing to make that type of joke, nah, bro. No. I don't, and just knowing who Steven Crowder is, it really wouldn't surprise me if he was abusive. I'm not saying that he is, but it really wouldn't surprise me. Jail.
But no, it's like,
sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean? Hey,
I don't
you gotta do.
But I will say, I do think a big part of it is recognizing women who identify that problem, because the truth is all women still have that proclivity of that, no matter what happens, but recognizing that, hey, we do tend to be more emotional. Hey, men are in positions of leadership. And the way I sort of present it when I discuss this with women is I go, you think leader, follower. There's no unit that exists in a business, in government, in the military where there isn't a hierarchy. So how about, hey, this guy's a general and you're a colonel? Yeah. Meaning everyone else is below you. Everything else in the household, everyone outside of your household is someone, your man will defer to you, just not when it's an issue of your difference of opinion, because he's the general, or he's the Secretary of Defense and you're a general, or he's the president and you're the Secretary of State.
This isn't the fucking army. It's not a job. There is no fucking hierarchy, okay? There is none. There is none. And this is exactly why his last marriage didn't work. You know nothing about relationships. You know nothing about marriage. Again, this shit needs to be a partnership. It needs to be a partnership. No, there is no fucking hierarchy. If you guys have a disagreement, you talk it out. You talk it out so that you can come to a mutual understanding. We're not in the fucking army. This is a partnership. You're partners. There is no fucking boss. No one is obligated to do shit. No one should even have designated jobs, bro. Like, oh, you're a woman, so you need to cook. I'm a man, so I do X, Y, and Z. Guys, my wife and I, we do. Yo, matter of fact, so technically, I'm the man, right? I'm the only one that's supposed to be doing yard work. My wife was out there with me like a couple of weekends ago, fucking putting mulch out and shit. If she wants to help, she will help. And sometimes if she see that I'm doing like something that's relatively big, or if I'm stuck editing, or if I'm stuck working, she'll cook or she'll clean, whatever. Because I can't get to it right there, so she'll do it. And then vice versa. It's a partnership. I just don't understand what people don't understand.
Like, it's literally the next position from the top.
Absolutely.
But nowhere else do you go, we got 2 people coming.
Also, shout out to the chat real quick. We have 106 people in here. I appreciate y'all, man.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Appreciate y'all.
The shots. Someone has to be a tiebreaker.
Yep.
And that's not dishonoring. That's as honoring as it can be outside of the one general.
Yeah, and I always tell people, like, you know, basically, like, she's like the consigliere, if we're gonna look at like Italian organized crime or something like that. You're the boss, she's the advisor, right? And then obviously, whatever, you know, obviously you make the final decision, but her input does matter to a degree. And obviously, the longer you're with her, the more value she's added to your life, the more and more her opinion matters. But my biggest thing is I just want guys to be in a position where they're the leader, they're the final decision maker. She doesn't wear the pants in the house. When you're out in public, she's not embarrassing you, which is another thing. Like, she's, you know, you're self-deprecating like a simp, and she, you know, all this other stuff.
Like Steph Curry's wife?
Precisely.
Dude, my soul died a little.
Yeah.
When she's like, I've had to take him to, I've gone to therapy, and, you know, it's just, I was like, what? Your man's one of like the best at what he does on earth. And he's loyal.
And he seems to be a good guy.
And he seems to be a good guy who loves his kids.
Yep.
And she's just like, oh my God, he'll take a call during dinner. It's like, is it the president of Nike?
Yeah.
Or the president?
Yeah.
So,
and it's like, it's just absolutely nuts. So that's where I want guys in a position where, like, their girl's never doing something like that to them. And the only way is, like, when she, number one, she doesn't, you know, she sees you as a superior. And when she does talk about you, she should be excited and be like, oh yeah, I love him so much, blah, blah, blah. And I can actually tell the way a woman talks about her man when he's not in the room tells me everything I need to know about the relationship. If she's like, you know, infatuated with him and she looks up to him and she's impressed by him, she's like his biggest cheerleader.
Building him up.
You know, that.
You know, listening to Myron talk, I just got reminded of something just really fast. Like, it just hit my brain. Like, it was a quick rush, like a quick reminder. Myron is talking about relationships. He's talking about relationships when he's only been in one. And he's no longer in that relationship because he lost his woman to a nigga in rollerblades, bro. Rollerblades. He fucking here with his shit. Fucking rollerblading hand in hand with Angie. Never had intercourse with her ever. You lost your chick to a dude. He here with his shit. He here. You lost your chick to a dude in rollerblades. Couldn't be me. I couldn't be me. You supposed to be the expert on relationships. You the expert, right? I've had plenty of women in my lifetime. I ain't never lost one to a nigga in. I ain't not a one. And I don't have the money. I don't have the status. I don't even fucking have the clout. And I never, ever, ever lost a woman to a. Not a one. Not a one. It doesn't make any sense. How are you an expert on relationships? Sorry, guys. That just really hit my brain. Like, I totally forgot about that.
That's how you know, like, okay, this guy has his stuff together. But when it's like that, where she's over here like bad mouthing him and complaining and stuff like that, it's like, dude, you don't have strong frame because your girl's over here saying this wild stuff about you. And the thing that kills me is like,
nothing is wrong with rollerblading. The image is just funny, okay? It's just funny, and it's even funnier that Myron would have considered rollerblading gay. So just makes it even funnier.
Yeah, like the guy is extremely competent and good at what he does.
Yeah.
Well, and that also goes back to Gerald's wrong point, which is look, like it seems like he did everything right, and she still is miserable and ungrateful. As far as Steph Curry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about you. You've done everything wrong. What I'm saying is, but Steph Curry, no, you've done it mostly right. He got really lucky. His wife is awesome.
I got very lucky. Yes.
He just
How long you guys been together?
We got married in 2019, so 6 years.
Okay.
into his 30s. You know, I'm not
Late 30s.
Yeah, I was like, it's not
Like, how long were you guys dating before that?
We literally dated
How the fuck old is he? He looks old as shit.
1 year. We got married on our 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
We were late enough in life where kind of figured all this stuff out.
Yeah.
And everything lined up like we were talking about. Like she'll say to me, like, I can't believe these people were talking bad about their husbands. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know, like that same kind of stuff. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And Gerald knew that I thought he was going to be single for life. Where I was like, I don't know,
Yeah.
I just need to give it up. That he was so excited when he was like, I want you to meet. Like, I think she's the one.
Strong dad?
Me?
No, her. Like, does she have a strong dad or
Very
like,
strong personality, dad. Yeah.
Okay,
For sure.
So, okay, because what I've noticed with women like that just get it without you having telling them anything, 9 out of 10 times, strong father or a strong brother or uncle or somebody in their life that like put these values in them. Like, yo, you do not do this type of.
Well, and she was a woman of faith. Like she was looking for somebody to lead, and that's why I was going to say one of the failures of the Protestant church has been feminism.
Yes.
Like, and I know you're Muslim. I'm going to talk to Jay Dyer here in the next couple of.
He's the Halloween 3 of the.
Yeah. But that's one of the failures. Like putting kind of inverting everything you described about women just a second ago about kind of the role and that partnership is described in the Bible. That's the biblical prescription for it.
What's
but
good,
we've
Leo?
taken that and perverted it in the church, and nobody's happy because of it.
Well,
women aren't
and I will
happy,
say
and men are not
women
happy.
have taken it and perverted.
yo,
Like,
what's up, informant?
in the Protestant church, it's women who, and that is a failure of leadership from men. A lot of men didn't prioritize faith, and so women are the ones who take the kids to Sunday school. Women are the ones who are often the Protestant church has catered to them.
Yeah,
and
very much.
We've read it's a real problem.
Yeah,
where you will hear pastors sit down and talk about what a man isn't and what a man needs to be, and if you ask, well, what is a wife? He'll just tell you, well, I'll tell you what submission doesn't mean. Yeah, but what does it mean? I'll tell you what it doesn't mean. This, like, yeah, but can you call half of this place to the mat? And they don't.
Yeah, and that's, I'm really glad that you said that. And that's just not a problem within the Protestant church. That's a problem in society in general, whether you know, whether in the confinements of religion or not. Like, women's roles nowadays are ambiguous. They can behave like a man when they want. They can behave like a lady when they want, and they're able to kind of what I call the proverbial double dipping, where they.
What is your definition, or how would you describe a woman behaving like a man? I hope he explains here because I'm just curious. I'm curious.
Can demand on one end, you better pay for the day and treat me.
None of these people have read the Bible. No. I can guarantee you they haven't read shit when it comes to the Bible. And if they did, they put their own interpretations like on it. Like, I promise you they have not actually read the Bible.
Like a lady, but on the other hand, they can say, I'm a boss babe and I don't need to listen to you. And this puts us in a very weird position because now she wants me to adhere to all my duties, but she's not adhering to hers. She could talk back to me, but I'm responsible for anything if it goes wrong. So I have basically all this responsibility with no authority. And my thing is, whether, you know, it's the advice I dispense with having those 5 things in place with the 50 bodies, certain money, being in shape, etc., or, you know, vetting a girl for 6 to 12 months. My biggest thing is I just want men to be in the position where they are the decider. You want to be monogamous? Fantastic, do it. You want to have multiple girlfriends? Fantastic, do it. But you need to be the one dictating how things go, not the women. That's really the only biggest, that's why I do what I do, is so that men understand that they need to be the leaders. And to be the leader, you need to have these things in place and also understand what you're dealing with on the other end, because women of 2025 are no longer the women of 1955, which, you know, guys make this egregious mistake and think that they are.
Yeah, that's where we would differ.
I don't understand. Guys don't think that way. Most guys do. None of us know what it was like to live in 1955. Again, I don't know why you keep saying that.
For me, the prescription is, yeah, a woman should, and if she does provide those things, it is your duty as a man to honor her, to respect her, to provide her, to protect, and I would put in there monogamous.
Yeah.
But you know, I will say this:
as long as the guy's making that decision and he's monogamous because he wants to be, I'm cool with it. I just don't want guys being monogamous because their wife tells them, "Oh, you better be monogamous because X, Y, Z." Like,
well, I understand your problem with it too.
Yeah,
I understand, because the truth is, if a man commits to monogamy, and again, I fully support monogamy, not like this bigamist over here. I'm half thinking that's how you know it's a cult, if someone gets to bang everyone at the top.
Yeah.
But
That's a power grab.
I will say,
It'd be like the Branch Davidians, man.
Right.
Come on. Yeah. That's what we're here next to Dallas.
There you go, yeah.
Not too far away from Waco. Like, come on, man.
I don't think you'd want hypergamy with those. But I will say, like, if you promise monogamy, which I believe should be promised, the problem is you are promising something that is like 80% of the equation for a woman. If you're a man worth, committing to, and we do have to understand relationship dynamics. There is leverage at play sometimes, and you've given that all up. Woman's like, if I know this man is a good man and he is going to be monogamous, I can use it against him. I'll summarize it this way. Absolutely. I have, despite what people try to say, you can even look at court records, never laid a hand on a woman, never would. But I've been with women who have been with guys before me.
Yo, no bullshit. I thought he was about to say, but I almost did. I really thought that's what he was about to say, yo.
Who hit them. And I've said this where I've gone, you know what? I'm not going to. And the messed up thing is, I know that's being used against me. I know that you're talking to me in a way that you wouldn't to your former Puerto Rican boyfriend or whoever it is.
Yep.
Guys, this is getting very specific. This is why would he use Puerto Rican specifically?
Or Jamal.
And you're just like, and so what do you do? Wow. Like, it doesn't matter how stern you are. It's like, you can be walked all over. And that is a problem that I think a lot of men just don't know how to solve, where they can be hit, where they can be cheated on. A woman can hit a man, cheat on him, leave him and take half. And so they're...
Where the fuck are y'all finding these women? Where are you finding these women that are beating on you, leaving you, cheating on you, and taking half of your money? Like, what is going... Where are y'all finding these chicks? Go look somewhere else because you've been looking in shit. Golly.
Checking out. And so I do think that the Protestant church has come up short with a lot of solutions. Now, I certainly wouldn't go to Islam, but...
We smack our women. No.
I know a lot of you do.
We Sean Connery them.
Yeah. So I do understand that. I still...
We smack our women. It's just weird, man. Like, it's fucking weird. I don't even know what else to say besides it's weird. Like, the jokes are getting weirder.
I think that is what we should strive for, and I don't think that going down the path of polyamorous relationships is a solution. But I get it, and I remember going, ooh, the fact that I'm not, because in other words, it's a promise I've made to myself, where I'm not going to swat you, where if you were a guy, you'd be going off the balcony, and I know it's used against me.
Yeah, and since and I'm glad you said that, since we can no longer use violence to curb women, shucks, we have to
stop it.
Myron wants to. They want to physically assault women so bad. They want to hit women so bad. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. Have you guys noticed the amount of domestic violence jokes that they've made here? It's no longer a joke. They want to physically assault women to put them in line. They do. Golly, man.
We have to, oh man, damn it. We have to use something else. And what I always say is the only leverage you have as a man is your ability to walk away. Now, am I saying, guys,
right, and that's what I was getting at.
Run around and smash a bunch of girls or whatever? No, but you being able to not be monogamous is what keeps women in line. Because I always said, when you have other women in line, your girl will be in line and follow what she's supposed to do, because she knows that you can get up and leave because you keep your sexual market value high. You stay.
These are not puppies. These are human beings. These are people. Why are we acting like we are not training dogs, bro?
Can we change the language? Because I agree with what you're... Do you think maybe it might help if you change the language to, as opposed to like getting what you want? Like, in other words, if you are going to meet her expectations. In other words, like, if she gets what she wants, she has to meet expectations. Because women think like, hey, you're treating me like a dog. And I understand where you're coming from. But it's true. It's like, hey,
what did I just say? What did I just say? I literally just said that. Because that's what it sounds like. That's what the fuck it sounds like. And I'm obviously not the only person to think that.
Expectations. You got to meet yours. You can't hold me to a promise if you're not holding yourself to yours.
Yeah, no. And the problem is that guys don't hold, make sure they don't hold the woman to a standard, which is
the legal system forbids it.
Yeah, precisely. And she has every incentive to actually break said contract. So,
TJ, that's terrifying. I'm going to need a backstory later.
Yeah.
What I tell guys is like, this is why you got it. This is why I'm so big on you. You need to go to the gym. You need to make money. You need to be successful. You need to have all these things in place where you're an attractive man. And most importantly, other men respect you and other women want to be with you. You walk into
but enough about me.
And women are looking at you, right? And that helps because Now your girl sees, oh, she's given a constant reminder, oh, I'm with the best that I can get. Because I always look at women as like, they're kind of like, well, they're the buyers, right? So like if you get a car, right, you get a really nice car, right, as the woman, right? I'd like to normally make the women the car with the high mileage, but we can go ahead and do it on the other side. So if she feels like she bought a car, right, and everywhere she goes, this car is getting, people are enamored by it, asking questions like, "Oh my God, so how'd you get that?" Blah blah blah. That thing is rare. What blah. Like she's constantly getting attention and compliments on it, or like people are looking at it. She knows that she got a good deal. But if she's not constantly being reminded that her guy is that guy, she loses attraction a little bit. And that's the thing that's kind of sucks with women, which is another thing I need to tell guys is like, because they don't understand this. Women are attracted to status, and women are attracted to men that already have other women. We don't need that because we're decision makers on our own, and we're capable.
It's not true, bro. That is just simply not true. I could literally call one of my friends that that are girls right now that are women. I can call one of them right now, and I could ask them, "Do you find it attractive when other women want your man? Like, did you want your man more when you just saw a whole bunch of women around him?" This is anecdotal, but the women that I know, they usually steer clear of those type of men because they don't want to fucking compete. Like, who wants to compete?
Of like independent thought. Like if, for example, right, let's say all of us were single, you guys weren't married. If Gerald saw a hot girl and down the street and he was like, "Oh man, she's hot," and we said, "Dude, she looks weird. What are you talking about?" He'd be like, "Fuck you guys, I'm gonna go talk to her anyway." He doesn't need us to co-sign that girl for him to be attracted to her. Women aren't like that though. They need to, they might be attracted to you, but if they see other women attracted to you, it goes even further. So they need like the community to approve of you, and there's a bunch of biological reasons for that. But
it's a
y'all think Angie's rollerblader by his logic, y'all think Angie's rollerblader got a lot of chicks? Y'all think he's swimming in vagina on them rollerblades, just here with his shit? Probably does.
Competitive drive.
It's a competitive drive for them. So guys need to be that dude where, and this is where the monogamy thing kicks in. Fine, you want to be monogamous, that's fine, but she needs to know that you could leave her at any second, and I think that's what keeps women in line because you can't smack them anymore.
What? Do you? Okay, but let me ask you this.
He said it again. It's not a joke anymore, guys. It's not a joke. He wants to hit women. This is no longer a joke.
Because this is, and I know people will be, no matter how we have this conversation, people will criticize me and you and vice versa. Because I'm
totally fine.
I'm trying to be as fair as
toxic misogynist.
But does love enter into the equation? By that I mean, let's say, for example, you're General Patton, right? And you're the baddest mofo on the block, the person I can think of.
Yep.
And then you get hit by a car and you need some help. Are you saying that women would leave that guy because he's not desired by other women at that point, or do we allow for, hey, knowing that he was that guy and knowing who he is, but sometimes you actually do need to be each other's support structure?
Yeah, no, of course. I'll say that, if she's a good girl, she's going to stay by there for you. But I think every woman is going to have a time clock, right? Like how long will she sit there as you're like, disabled, not able to provide and have that security? And I think this is like the more carnal and, bad side of female nature, where women are literally designed to like find the strongest man and align with that. So like if you can no longer provide that security that you used to, it's inevitable that she's going to lose a level of attraction for you at some point. So that's why I always tell guys, like if you lose your job or anything else like that, like don't cry in front of your girl. Like figure it out. Talk to your guy friends. Don't cry to your girl, because
don't cry in front of your girl, guys. Don't do it. Please don't do it. But it's okay if you cry over men. It's okay. Officer Tatum has said this. Myron has said this. And you know what these two have in common? You want to know what these two have in common? They both cried when Charlie Kirk got unalived on live stream. Don't cry in front of your girl, but cry in front of fucking thousands of people. Thousands. I would, man, let me tell you something. Look, I would never cry in front of my wife, even if my kids died. All right? Even if my kids died, I would never cry in front of my wife. I'd never cry in front of a woman because that means she would no longer respect me. But let Charlie Kirk die. Let him die. Then I'll... All these dudes are sus, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you.
As women are literally designed to be, repulsed by weakness by men because that affects their security. So like if they see you crying or they see you get beat up by another dude, even though they might say, oh no, open up to me or I'm going to support.
Christopher, what the fuck? Christopher said again, did y'all not cry when MLK died? Nigga, I wasn't born. How old do you think I am? I am 31. What are you talking about? Most of us in here were not alive. Nobody in this chat were alive when Martin Luther King died. How old are you? And why are we comparing Charlie Kirk to Martin Luther King? It doesn't make sense. Yo, Gadget is in the chat. Shout out everybody. Yo, shout out Gadget, man. Oh my gosh. What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. Why are we comparing MLK to Charlie Kirk? What the fuck has Charlie Kirk done?
You there's like some visceral reaction in the back of her brain that's gonna say,
chat, do I look that old? Do I look like I was around in 1968? Please. Thank you, by the way, Ashley.
I might not be able to protect you. You might, need a change.
Oh,
I've had so many girls on my show.
Asura.
We've had like
Fuck
4,000
off,
girls now at this point. A lot of them say,
You personally?
yeah,
Hey,
on our
man.
show,
Hey, fuck y'all. All right? All y'all can go to hell.
Different number.
Yeah, girls that we've
You
talked-
like Magic Johnson.
Yeah, well, I didn't.
He's not banging
I mean,
dudes.
I
I'm
didn't
not kidding. Magic Johnson straight as an arrow. Great movie theaters. Please continue.
His son not so straight. But yeah, so like
coming.
one of the things I've always noticed is like when girls lose attraction for their guys, there's some like this one pivotal point. It's either he lost his job, he cried in front of her, he showed weakness, and then she just never looked at him the same, and then the attractiveness just dropped off from there. So I'm not saying every girl's gonna leave you when you're in that vulnerable position, but there's definitely a time clock that's starting.
So is there ever, because a lot of people say, well, that seems cold and bleak, and I hate to use the word transactional because all relationships are transactional to some degree.
Sure.
But is there a scenario where appropriate, assuming confines, assuming expectations have been met, where a man can be vulnerable or should be to trust that woman? Can she ever cross that threshold in your mind?
I think vulnerable, but in ways that won't necessarily hurt you. So like, if you have a dog and she sees how much you love your dog and how you show so much affection to it, and she sees the soft side, that's a good way, right? We're being vulnerable because it shows like your caretaking ability, or with your children, playing with them and showing that you can be a very loving father. I think this is good. But like when it comes to like you as a guy, like crying or showing any type of weakness, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do about these bills, blah, blah. I think most women.
Oh, God. You know what? Let me just hear him out. We don't have that much longer. Let me just hear him out.
Would prefer for you to just solve the problem silently on the side and she doesn't even know about it, then bring that problem to her and have her help you with it. Now, am I saying that she'll leave you? Of course not. No, right. She'll be like, yeah, let's go at this together. It's us against the world. Someone will embrace it and love it. Yeah. But you don't know because every girl's different. And until they're what
the fuck? Now he's saying every girl is different. Guys, has he not contradicted himself multiple times during this goddamn video? Am I tripping? Oh, okay. Christopher is one. Okay, so he's one of the red pill advocators. All right, he's one of the Myron dick riders, I'm assuming. Okay, it's okay. So, dude, men shouldn't cry. Why are you advocating for that? Because men are fucking human, stupid. If a family member dies, if a child dies, somebody you love deeply dies, or if something happens, if you're stressed the fuck out and you have a human emotion and you shed a tear or two, if your woman leaves you over that, you're with the wrong one. And keep in mind, this is coming from somebody that is actually happily married. You motherfuckers are taking advice from Myron Gaines, somebody that only had one relationship. Only fucking one relationship. I had relationships starting in middle school, but you're listening to somebody that has no experience. You are listening to somebody who got their chick stolen by a dude in roller skates. No offense, chat, to anybody that roller skates. You lost your girl to a dude. Come here, baby. Let's skate together. That's who you lost your girl to. Fuck out of here, bro. Like, this is so stupid. Sheesh. Exactly. Somebody in the chat said, God forbid a man goes through some traumatic shit. Guess we should all aspire to be like Myron and Crowder. Exactly. Thank you.
Until they're met with that problem, you don't know how they're going to respond. So I look at it like, why roll the dice, right? We're talking about revolt.
First of all, what's up, Sandra? When I say I was in relationships from middle school, like up until like my adulthood, I said middle school because Myron has stated that he had one relationship his entire life, and that was with Angie. And Myron is in his fucking late 30s. That's pathetic.
Earlier, why play Russian roulette with your relationship?
LED skates at that. LED skates. I forgot about that part. Thank you. That is important. I forgot about that shit. LED skates.
Why, if you don't have to? Because women respond so strongly to security or a lack of it. I wouldn't even chance it.
Yeah. And I think men respond in kind of to stability.
Christopher in the chat said, my dad cried when my mother drowned and my mom called him a bitch. You know what that means? That means your mom is a terrible person. That means your mom is a god-awful person. You had a terrible example. What? Christopher, with all due respect, bro, you had a terrible example and you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Absolutely not. You don't. You do not. I feel bad for you, actually.
By the woman in the home. That's a really big thing. I mean, either you're out sowing your wild oats, but when a man settles down, like he's only settling down because he wants stability.
D-Money, I'm sorry, bro. The rollerblading jokes are not going towards you. I'm sorry. I'm just making fun of Myron. No offense.
His house that he doesn't get from the world, and that's super important. That's both sides of the equation.
And for her to have to feel like the house is going to be stable, she needs to know that you're stable too, because you're the reason why she has the roof over her head. So like, I look at it like when you have your problems, your masculine problems, you should always go to your guy friends with it, never to your girl or to your woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 of stupidity, that was a fucking 20. That was dumb. I mean, it's gonna make for a good VOD, I guess. You know, I'm gonna repost it. That shit was stupid. My God, man. Did I not say that, Nicole? Well, regardless, I said his mom is a terrible person for calling his dad a bitch because his brother drowned. Like, yeah, your mom is a god-awful person. Sheesh. Oh, not me, chat. Okay, my bad. But anyway, that was Myron talking about monogamy. Whole conversation was stupid. Oh, my God. Let's move on. I don't even know what else to say at this point. You know, there is a reason why. There is a reason why Myron is losing relevance in this day and age. There is a reason, because he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He just be yapping. Huh. Christopher said, wait, did Myron cry and y'all made fun of him? I'm just saying that's hypocritical, but I digress. We only made fun of him because he is somebody that said you should not cry. He is somebody that said men shouldn't cry. So yeah, seeing him cry is funny because he's the one. He's the one that said men should not cry. Bro, there's no way there's no way you this slow. Like, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here, but there's no way you this slow. Like, I never told my audience that men shouldn't cry. If something happened that was traumatic and I was speaking directly to my audience and you guys could start to see a tear, I'm willing to bet money that the people that rock with me, the people that care about me, they're not going to fucking laugh. They're not going to laugh at me. They're going to be like, damn, Watts is really going through some shit. We are laughing at Myron because he was the one that said that you shouldn't cry. Duh. Sheesh. Nah, Christopher, trust me. You need that free lunch, brother. You need it. You need it. Anyway. You know what? Let's just keep the stupid train, rolling. Let's just keep it rolling. Shout out to Mr. KP because he put a video by Pearl Davis in the Discord. Guys, if you have not joined the Discord, make sure that you do so. I will leave a link to the Discord in the chat, but make sure that y'all join. All right? Hey, man. Pearl, I totally forgot about her. I promise you I did. And when I saw Mr. KP post that shit, I was like, oh shit, Pearl. It was like a pleasant surprise. It was like a relative that went to jail for a long time and they just randomly popped right the fuck back up, But yeah, make sure y'all join the Discord. Anyway, let's see what Pearl is talking about. This video is entitled Fat Piggies and Chopped Mids All Have Insane Dating Standards. Wait. She's calling people piggies and she's calling people mid. Guys, she not even mid. Can we assume that she talking about herself? Pearl is not married. Who the fuck said Pearl got married? When did Pearl get married? Did I say that by mistake? I'm confused. Moosey said Pearl swallows. Oh, you were asking if she was married. Nah, not to my knowledge. I think she finally has a boyfriend. I don't know if she still does or not. But Quinn in the chat said, who would marry that thing? That is crazy. Even I feel bad. God damn. Oh, the gavel, right? Don't worry. The gavel is coming out again. It's coming out. Don't worry. It's not going to, I'm willing to bet money. It's not even going to take 5 minutes. Let's listen.
Series. Today, we are reacting to women saying dumb shit as we do per usual. Today, we are reacting to women talking about their unrealistic dating standards.
Man to open doors for me, but I won't date one who doesn't. I don't need a man to open doors for me, but I won't date one who doesn't. I don't need a man to buy me flowers, but I will not date one who doesn't. I don't need.
So that means you would need a man to buy you flowers and open doors for you. I will admit, this is stupid. Shout out to Random University. I appreciate you for the $2 super chat, bro. He said Pearl looks like a fresh 43, respectfully. Amen. Disrespectfully, I will say Pearl looks like an unfortunate 48.
Man to provide for me, but I wouldn't date one who doesn't, and more importantly, doesn't want to. Because if somebody's doing these things because they think they should, or in order to keep you, but they don't truly want to do these things, further down the line, they will resent you. They will feel some type of way of having to do things, or they'll throw it in your face, and they'll probably stop doing these things once they think they have you. Once they think they've secured you and you're in their life, the effort will slip because it wasn't really real. It wasn't really what they wanted to do. And there are men out there that will want to do these things. Not all of them do, and that's fine. But you don't have to date the ones that don't want to.
Yeah, so again, it's a modern woman asking for traditional standards. Some men will do it, but it tends to be it tends to be the ones that we're not really attracted to is the challenge.
There's actually no such thing as a high standard as long as you can deliver on it yourself. If you can meet those same standards in your own life, emotionally, physically, mentally, financially, then that's not a high standard for you. That's just your standard. The issue happens when
that's not true. Guys, am I about to agree with Pearl in this video? God, I hope that's not the case. But yeah, that's not true. That's not true. Cuz just because you can meet certain criteria that still can very well be a fucking high standard. You know? Am I tripping?
there's a disconnect. If you're demanding the world and not showing up for yourself in the same ways, then it creates an imbalance. And vice versa. If you're delivering so much energy, effort, and value and your standards are low, then
the challenge is usually when women have these talking points, they think that the stuff we offer should be the same stuff as the men offer. So like if you want a high earning man, you should also be high earning, but men don't care. They don't care at all about that.
that's a problem as well. The key here is alignment, and I hate to say this, but your standards need to reflect what you bring to the table. Luckily, I think us girlies bring a lot more to the table than the men do, but here's
oh my gosh,
where it gets tricky. A lot of people don't actually know what they bring to the table. Studies show that over 70% of women underestimate their skills and abilities in both personal and professional settings, which means that they tend to set lower standards, not because that's what they deserve, but because they don't realize their worth. Before you set standards in a relationship, check on your own
alpha fucks beta bucks. Women tend to offer discounts to men that we really like, but we don't offer those discounts to beta bucks. So what happens is women, when we come out at 18, we don't really know our worth. We don't know that we're worth $1 bajillion. Although with the advent of the internet, that is more difficult to hide from women.
Pearl has 2 million subscribers on YouTube, but she can't fix her fucking audio. Her audio sounds like absolute dog shit. I can't even really engage with the conversation because her audio is so fucking shitty.
And so now that's why you see the increase in the beta bucks and the sugar dating scene is because women younger and younger are figuring out what they're actually worth. So this is women trying to convince other women to go for beta bucks, which we hate beta bucks.
self-perception. If your standards feel too high, ask yourself, are they actually too high, or have you just been conditioned
I think she's got lip filler. That looks like syringe thing.
to believe that you deserve less? When your self-worth rises, your standards naturally adjust to match it, and that's when you can start attracting the relationships you
All right, what's next?
I thought I would share my non-negotiables in terms of dating and the sort of man that I'm looking for.
Also, keep in mind, this is funny because Pearl is doing what every red pillar does, what every conservative does. They find the most ridiculous extreme examples and use that for an entire population. So all of the opinions of the women that you are going to see on this that you are going to see on this video are reflective of women in general. So every woman is going to think like this. Every woman is going to behave like this. These are the thoughts of every modern woman, you know?
Some other creators do this and I thought it was really interesting. So I thought I'd have a go. So, first of all, must
Had a hickey on her boobs.
be biologically male.
Why are you staring at her boobs? Why you focused on her boobs? That could just be a birthmark. Why you so focused on her boobs, Pearl? I ain't say nothing about. I'm a dude. I ain't say nothing about her fucking boobs. Why you staring?
And born a male. It's her chromosomes. First of all, they must be between the ages of.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand what the fuck this chick is saying.
I'm pushing it, saying 22 to my own age, but really 25 to kind of 35, pushing it 40, but really 35. They must be on. Absolutely not going never anyone who has had it. If you know, you know. Too big of a topic to explain. They must be right wing. Not anyone liberal. They must also not be woke. They need to have spiritual and higher power.
You know it's bad when I had to put on the closed caption.
Beliefs. Now, preference either being a Christian or spiritual and a non-Christian like myself, ideally the latter. For me personally, that is such a big thing. They must have a deep sense of connection to their own light.
Oh
and their
no,
own...
this goes on 8 minutes.
But yeah, you picked the video.
I can't watch this whole thing. I won't do that to you guys. Oh no. No.
Why would you pick this video then?
All right, she wants. Oh no, this woman has dating stand. It's just never hot women. It's because you guys keep banging these women with big boobs. That's what keeps happening. You keep seeing these big boobs, you keep banging them, and then you're like, oh, why do these women have delusional standards? Well, you guys bang them. Somebody's giving these women a big ego.
Pearl sounds hurt. Because, hey, you know what? Let me be respectful, and I'm not going to say anything about Pearl's body. I ain't going to say nothing. But she sounds salty. She sounds a little salty. Let me know if I'm tripping or not.
I see men doing this trend, so I want to try this trend in my way, but it's like basically your dating standards. So I get my laptop. So my first dating I can't date anyone who like I can't do it. I don't like the smell of it.
Okay, fair. Absolutely fair.
It's like the slowest thing I think a person can do. If you like doing it, that's fine. For me personally, it's like, no. I can't deal with people who like sugarcoat things, so my second bullet point was be blunt. My parents were very blunt with me, and that's how I grew up as a child, and I'm very blunt with people. So if you like to sugarcoat things...
All right, you just, at your height and weight, you just cannot have any standards.
Fuck what I just said. Her height and weight. Her height and weight. Pearl. For you to be 6 foot something, you need to be in the fucking WNBA. Her height and weight. Her height and weight. How the fuck are you 6 foot and flat as a goddamn board? I said I wasn't going to talk about her body and I was going to be respectful, but she fucking took me there. Because you cannot talk about anybody else. Her height and weight? Pearl looks like a fucking monster from Space Jam.
I can barely hear this woman. Oh my gosh, what is she wearing?
What the fuck are you wearing? What are you wearing? You are wearing a turtleneck sweater. That it looked like somebody grandma knitted. What are you talking about? What is she wearing? How are you going to talk about what other people are wearing when you can't dress yourself? How the fuck are you going to talk about other people's bodies when you bad built yourself? At least she got chesticles. You don't even have chesticles, Pearl. Where they at? You cannot, if you are going to talk shit about other people's appearances, you better be a badass chick. You better look gorgeous. You better look beautiful. But no, Pearl, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You do not fit the fucking bill, Pearl. You are in Iowa too. In Iowa too. I wasn't even going to talk shit about your appearance until you started talking shit about other people's appearances. Now, do I agree with these women and what they're saying? Not necessarily. This one, besides this one, everything that she said so far is pretty goddamn tame. But just because you don't agree with somebody doesn't mean you have to fucking tear them down. I'm not going to call them ugly. I'm not going to call them fat. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You are in Iowa too. Shit.
Oh, God. Oh.
The next one is location. It's not,
You better be able to drive anywhere for a man. At that weight.
I need someone to have my location just in case shit happens. And I also like to do shit without people knowing. Pause. One time I literally planned a surprise party. However.
All right. Okay, what's next?
These are the 5 kinds of guys that you will most likely date if you are a single mom dating. Number one is the guy who thinks
simps
that he's doing you a favor by dating you in spite of the fact that you're a single mom. He thinks that you should be.
It's men that aren't getting women with no kids, and they're mad at the single moms because that's their only choice.
On your hands and knees, thanking him for giving you a shot.
That's true.
Pass. The second is the church guy. You know these guys.
No, it's not true. You know why? There are plenty of guys out here that will be willing to date a single mom because they find them that attractive. Okay? Now, this might hurt Pearl, but this is fucking true. There are so many men out here that are willing to date single moms that they find attractive, but it took so long for Pearl to actually find a fucking boyfriend, and there aren't as many men in the world that actually find her pale ass attractive. Sorry, no offense to anybody that's pale in the comments, okay? Pearl is just pissing me off. This isn't directed towards you, it's directed towards her.
They'll take you to church on the first date. You think you found a good one.
Church guys love single mothers because they can't get the hot women because they have no experience with women. So they're going to get these these hot chicks on discount, you know.
Turns out they are the most toxic, evil men that you will ever come in contact with. Let me tell you, you want nothing to do with this guy. Number three is the
translation. He didn't let me go on girls' trips. He wouldn't let me hoe. He wanted me to hoe no mo, and I wanted to keep hoeing.
Recently divorced guy, a guy who's gone through a divorce, has been married before, and let me tell you, some of these guys are single and divorced for a reason, especially if it's a recent divorce or they are newly single. Hard pass. Number four is the guy who's perfect on paper. Like, you guys should be such a good fit. Like, he just makes sense. He's a good guy. He's great. He's nice. He's got a great job. Like, everything is just telling you that you should date this person and he should be perfect for you. But unfortunately, something just feels off. Like, you just don't feel like it and you don't want to settle. So you don't end up dating this guy for.
That doesn't make sense. If he's great on paper, then how are you settling then? See, and this is what I'm saying. I don't agree with anything that most of these women are saying, but I'm not fucking calling out their looks and saying they're fat and they're ugly and they're this and they're that. Like, you don't have to do all that.
Very long, but it's for the best. Last but not least will be your future husband. The guy that you meet, that you finally realize why nothing ever worked out before. It just falls into place so perfectly.
The cleanup guy.
And God sends him directly to your doorstep, like signed, sealed, delivered. The perfect man for you, fits right into your family, is an amazing father figure, does all of the things. It definitely makes you understand why none of the other ones worked.
Cleanup guy. And shout out to you guys. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to bang these single mothers and marry them. So
any guy that gets with Pearl is the cleanup guy. Any guy that gets with Pearl is the cleanup, okay? Because think about it. When it comes to Pearl just looks like the type of chick, and I've said this about other people before, but she looks like the type of person where if you touch her, it looks like your finger would stick. Pearl looks like when she walks, there is a trail of sludge that follows behind her. I don't know why the fuck she thinks that she can talk shit about other women when Pearl is in fact deplorable in many instances besides physical traits.
they're not a menace to society. So I think, thank you to all the stepdaddies out there. Okay, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have you heard of women's unrealistic dating standards? What have you heard women say that was super crazy? Put it in the comment section, like the video, and I'll see you next time.
That was it?
All right, what up, guys? Welcome to my reaction.
What the fuck just happened? What just happened? Why did she leave that in there? Why did she leave that in there? Why did she leave that in there? She should have took that part out.
Action series today, we are going to be reacting to women being broke. So, I always say there always is a man to be.
The title of the video is Fat Piggies and Chopped Mids all have insane dating standards. then the video should have ended with the last chick. Now you're talking about women being broke?
Yell women out. And women basically have no consequences, I would say, until women run out of money. You can't afford the Botox, you can't afford the fake nails, fake hair, and all that stuff that makes you look pretty. Now you're ugly.
What the fuck?
And now you got to rely on your personality, which isn't there. So.
Because you want to know what I'm actually tired of? I'm tired of working and still being broke.
Hey, sis, I ain't gonna lie. I low-key, okay, I would never say that I'm broke, ever. Actually, I do pretty well, if I do say so myself. But I do feel it, because there is one check that I have that goes, like, just straight to bills. So, like, I feel her. I understand.
I'm still broke. I work all the time. And I'm
Shout out to Park Davis for the $5 super chat. Pearl is calling people ugly? That's what I'm saying. That's what it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Like, who the fuck is she to talk? Pearl is calling people ugly. I don't get it myself.
still broke. And every time I get a chance to save, my car goes to shit.
Yeah,
my
that's
car
life, man.
goes to literal shit. I had to fix my brakes. Now I can't eat.
Yeah.
I can't eat. And I work 7 days a week.
This is a sugar baby ad. So she's for sale, fellas. Her TikTok is the Daily W. Kim offered to send her some money in exchange for the Gluck Gluck 5,000. See what she.
What the fuck? Huh? Chat, did she say anything about being a sugar baby? She was just complaining about her finances. Huh? I'm confused. Where is Pearl getting this shit from? Why would she just say that out of nowhere? Huh?
Says you never know.
I'm tired.
That was a normal ass video. It's just somebody complaining about their situation, about their circumstance. What was wrong with that?
All right, let's see what we got now.
Exactly, chicken. She literally just said that she was tired of being broke, and I get it.
This is the same link as before, I think. Okay, skip that. All right.
Are we all fighting for our lives financially right now, or is it just me? I have a good degree. I work 3 jobs. I budget the hell out of my money to an annoying, like, obsession. Like, I'm watching every single penny I'm spending because I'm trying to pay off all of my student loans.
That's good.
But, times are tough right now. Like, man, I feel like
Isn't it kind of crazy that in the old days, men used to get paid to take on women, and now men have to pay women's student debt in order to date them? Isn't that nuts?
What the fuck are you talking about? What men are taking on their women's student debt? This video is fucking stupid. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, and this is anecdotal, but in most relationships that I have encountered, mine included, your student debt is your student debt and my student debt is my student debt. I've never heard of one of my male friends saying, yeah, man, you know, we got married now. That mean I got to take on her student debt. I got to do it because we married. That's the rule. I never heard of that before. Who is doing that?
the more you work, the more you have to pay for. And it's tough out there right now. Like, I think I do well, and then I look at my bank account and I'm like, oh my God. Or I go to the grocery store and I'm like, oh wow, eggs are $10 again. Woohoo. Like, man, it is tough right now. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one, because sometimes I'll look and I'll be like, oh my God, all these people.
No, there's a lot of broke women out there. Why do you think the monetized marketplace is so big?
You know, we're like traveling and buying nice things, and I'm like, wow, how? Is there a secret? Someone help.
Their secret is debt. A lot of these people that you see, and this is why I constantly tell you guys that comparison is the thief of joy. Do not look at Instagram and say, oh man, what are they doing? I wish my life was like this. I wish I could do this. How are they doing this? I'm jealous. Don't ever look at somebody else's life, because from what I understand and what I found out, 9 times out of 10, these people are in serious debt. They just don't give a fuck about their debt. They're willing to charge that card over and over and over again. You do know how people are affording these things.
Yeah. I love watching women take L's. It's just funny because in life we don't take a lot of L's young. So I do think
5-minute
I do think when the L's come, it's well deserved. Do you know what I mean? Like this is a
Shout out to Chad Harvey for the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, bro. When was the last time Pearl touched grass? I don't know. I have no idea, but she needs to because this video is fucking horrible.
deserved L. So anyways, guys, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.
This video was trash. Like it wasn't even structured like well. Damn. You know what? And she got 96,000 views on it. That is insane. It's crazy because I will be so hard on myself, right? I will give myself so much shit and say, "Oh man, I could have did better with my video. I could have said this instead of this. I could have took more time to edit. I could have made it a little more flashy. I could have did." Pearl's videos are shit. Like that was actually shitty and very lazy. And you could tell she wasn't prepared to do this. Like she's just putting out something just for the sake of putting out something. So actually, you know what? I'll say thank you because Pearl actually made me feel better about myself and my content because my content is way better than this. So I appreciate you, Pearl. I appreciate you. Good Lord. All right. Can we get on to something a little more interesting? Antonio speaks. Well, this channel, Antonio Talks. Antonio has made a video that is entitled "Ageism is Destroying Gen Z." Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it.
So recently, me and my girl decided that we wanted to take our kids to the trampoline park. For reference, I'm 24 and she is 25. We have 3 kids together. Damn, I know. We have twins that are 2 years old, and then we have a 9-month-old baby boy. And this is the video of them. This was like last week for Halloween. They were the minions. Anyways, prior to us getting to the trampoline park, in my mind, I was like, bro, I'm not finna be jumping on no trampoline, man. I'm too old for that, bro. That's some little kid activity. But when we ended up getting there, my girl suggested that, I go jump with them. I was like, cool. How about I had the time of my life? I think I had more fun jumping on them trampolines than they did.
Of course you did. You know why? Because it's fucking fun. Who doesn't love a good trampoline? You are never too old to enjoy something, man. Of course you have fun. And you know what? I'm sure he's going to get into it in this video, but I hate when people put an age on just stupid shit. Like, you don't have to be a certain age to enjoy a trampoline park. I'll go to a trampoline park today. I might hurt something, but I will go because it's fun. And low-key a workout.
Doing this, it just unlocked the inner child in me. I was like, why is it that when we get older, you can't have fun anymore? See? I'm a part of Gen Z, and it's like the older you get, the more miserable you're supposed to be. You can't play the game. You can't go out and have fun. That's everything is labeled. You're too old to be doing it. Most of my peers feel like we're supposed to have our life figured out at 21, 22, 23, 24. Like, you feel me? It's absurd. And as I'm watching my kids grow up and get older, I watch them play. I watch how they interact and just live. They stay in the moment. They have fun. They free. And it's like, as you get older, you lose that sense in yourself of just being a free human being. I don't want to get all woke.
Exactly, Chantel. Chantel said, I'm in my 40s. Me and my friends do stupid shit all the time. And you should continue to do stupid shit. You know why? Because it is fun, goddammit. Continue to do stupid shit. Continue to feed that inner child,
Yeah, but just the way they indoctrinate us with this 9 to 5, going to work, going to school, come home, it's like you see how trapped we are and how it just takes away how life is supposed to be lived.
You can't be 23 going to Halloween parties, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real.
What the fuck did he just say? You know what? No, I'm gonna hit it for him. Jail. You going to jail for being stupid. Jail. That shit was dumb. Oh my gosh, that shit was dumb. What? 23? Brother, oh my gosh. You are still young. You need to be going to bars. You are young as shit. You need to be going to bars, having fun, drinking, and yes, going to costume parties. There's nothing wrong with that. 23? You're not an old man. I mean, granted, This nigga low key look old. His old young ass, like, yeah, he looks older. But you 23, you young. Enjoy life. What's wrong with going to a party? You're only 23. Like, what the fuck? Okay. I can't believe he said that. 23 is ridiculous.
With you, it comes a time in your life where you got to step aside and recognize that you getting older. You popping up to these parties and you looking like Batman. You looking like the Joker.
Man,
if I had somewhere to go, if I had a party to go to, you can bet your ass that I would dress up as Batman, as an anime character. I might be somebody from Naruto. You can bet your ass. It's fun.
Shit,
You feel
cool.
what I'm saying?
Fuck
It's
that.
like, you 23 though, bro.
20.
I don't know. That's what I think, bro. Past 23, it's a problem.
Guys, I'm 31. I might be fucking I'm ancient. Oh my gosh, I need a cane. I need help. Wow.
Why? 23, young as hell. Bro, as I get older in my 20s, I realize how young I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still young. 23, bro. You 5 years ago, you were just in school. Shit, you probably just graduated college. 23.
I was gonna say that. Like, you probably just got out of college. Who cares?
Damn. Niggas can't have no fun. Oh my.
Damn. So y'all just want to be fucking serious all the time. It's just a bunch of staunchy, just uptight motherfuckers with sticks up their asses just all the time. Why? Why do you guys not want to have fun anymore? And I'm not talking about the chat, because everybody in the chat is fun. We know everybody in the chat is fun. All right, we know. But why don't these people want to have fun anymore? What the fuck is the big deal saying, man? After you 23, you need to pack it up. That just sounds
low IQ.
It sounds dumb. It sounds stupid, bro. Enjoy your life. Golly.
The reason I said that is because
Exactly. Loosen up.
I went to college. I'm 22. I went to college.
And you,
18.
I mean, he looked back, he about damn near 30. Maybe it's just the
okay,
beard.
see, that's what I said. That's what I said. I said his young old ass. Yeah.
But, bro, the more youthful you live your life, the younger you gonna look.
First off, I'm not a partier, so maybe I don't know about the party scene.
Then shut the fuck up. This doesn't apply to you then.
I'm not a party either, but I don't.
I always been on my grind. You know, I never really was one to party.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
When you got a beard, bro, and you dressing up, and you trying to get drunk.
Facial hair dictates whether we can go to a costume party or not? Excuse the fuck out of me.
Trying to catch girls.
Okay.
At a Halloween party, bro. It's like, come on, man. Like, sometimes, bro, when does the grown man gene kick in?
And
two things. You can do two things at once. You can, first of all, to me, what qualifies a man as a grown man is somebody that is taking care of his responsibilities. You're over 18 and you are taking care of your responsibilities. You are a grown man. That's it. But you can be a grown man, but also have fun at the same time. You can do two things at once. It's not impossible. I don't know where we got this train of thought from, but this is fucking stupid.
that's the problem, bro. What is considered grown? My definitions of grown: making sure your bills are paid, making sure your kids.
Exactly what the fuck I said. Thank you, Antonio. I said your responsibilities. As long as you take care of your responsibilities and you above the age of 18, you grown. You grown.
Are fed. Make sure your kids are in a, have a roof over their head. Now, it is some deadbeat people, deadbeat mothers, deadbeat fathers that be partying and doing all this and their kids looking like, it is some people like that. But then you have others that have their priorities in check, and then they still can have fun.
Yeah.
Like he stated, he's not the partier type. I'm not the partier type either. But if that's the way you choose to have your fun, then that's cool. Maybe if you're, 40, 50 plus, still trying to dibble into these type of activities, then it could be a problem. But then
Yeah.
again, who am I to judge somebody at 40, 50 years old? As I'm getting older, I'm just understanding, bro. Life is
Honestly, the only time I would say that's a problem is if you are 40 years old and you go into like a college party. Then that's weird. But if you're 40 years old and you go into the bar and you dressing up, more power to you. That's fun. That's dope. What's up, Larry?
so fragile. People be passing away at a snap of a finger. So, you know, them being 40 and just making it to that age is a big accomplishment to them. So let them live that how they live it. You get what I'm saying? So many of my childhood friends done passed away before they even got 21, bro, 22. 25, like, you know, I'm about to be 25 next year. I know so many people that didn't make it to that.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, bro, you just see how precious life is, and the way people want to live their life is the way they want to live it. Who are we to judge them, you know? I'm the type of person that always want to be on my P's and Q's. I try to make sure I got everything in order before I do have fun. I feel like work hard, play hard, you know. I think that goes hand in hand. But in America, while chasing this American dream, man, it can burn you out. I'm talking about it can just leave you without a soul. So when people want to go to a Halloween party, you know, it's okay. Feed your inner child.
The reason why y'all are scared to grow up and why the age of 25 feels like 80 to some of y'all is because y'all put a damn age limit on everything.
Every fucking thing. Oh my gosh. And it's funny because I said this in the live stream with Jew Logics and Random University. I said I specifically blame Kevin Hart and Don Cheadle. I blame Kevin Hart for that goddamn joke when Don Cheadle told him how old he was, and Kevin was like, "Damn!" And then fucking AMP, Casanat, they took it and fucking ran with it. Do you know how many old jokes that they say to like what's his name? Duke. So many fucking old jokes. And Duke is my age. Duke Dennis is my age. He's in his 30s. We are young. We are still young. I mean, yes, we are getting older. Everybody gets older. You are going to be in my position at one point, right? Like, why are we putting an age on everything? Man, you can't be doing this if you this age. Man, you should be doing... Who the fuck cares? Enjoy your life. Just block out the noise. Enjoy your life and have fun. But also just make sure that you take care of your responsibilities.
I get on this app, y'all talking about what grown men and women...
I mean, yeah, my knees hurt too. I ain't gonna hold you. My knees pop all the goddamn time for no reason. And I don't know why. But you know what? I still feel young. That's all that matters.
Should not be doing at their age. Once you reach a certain age, you shouldn't be playing video games. Once
Oh
you reach a certain age, you
Hey, I want to bring something up about that. Playing video games is actually great for your brain.
Yes.
And it's way better than you scrolling on TikTok. So when I see people comment something like, "Oh, bro, you're playing the game." Nigga, you're scrolling on TikTok, fucking your brain up. There are literally studies that show playing the game is actually helping you with dementia, all type of things, especially like puzzle-based games, you know, mystery games. What y'all know about doing them Easter eggs, doing them Origins Easter eggs?
Yo, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I have played video games all my life. I am an avid gamer. Gaming has helped with me tremendously. Not only is it an escape from reality, but it also helps with your hand-eye coordination too. Like, it helps. I fucking love video games. And you know what? You're right. He's right. It puts your mind to work because a lot of the games that I like to play are RPGs as well. They make you think. Yo, matter of fact, when I went back home, we visited, my wife and I, we visited her uncle. And her uncle is like up there in age. This man was fucking playing No Man's Sky on the PS5, which is insane. I was not expecting that at all. But his mind is still sharp, and his mind is going to continue to stay sharp because he's focused on something. And he's up there in age, and even he's playing video games. There should be no age on doing the shit that you love and that you like. This is stupid. Golly.
In the Shadows of Evil's Easter eggs. What my real zombie players at, man? Y'all, hey, look, I just had to throw that in there. But anyway, doing things like this keeps your brain stimulated. But people want to bro, you're a grown man doing this. Says a grown man typing in a comment on TikTok. People always want to call somebody corny. Oh, you're corny. So I'm corny, but you're not. What makes you not corny? Because you're cool, you don't do nothing. In 100 years, none of us, sadly to say, nobody gonna remember us. Like, when you put that into perspective, bro, you stop giving a fuck what anybody say. Nobody is going to remember us. Think about it. Do you know your great-great-grandfather or your great-great-grandmother?
I don't know them niggas.
I don't know them, but I'm appreciative of them, but I just simply don't know them.
Right.
I don't live my life based anything off of them. You think in the future they gonna do that shit for you? Oh, my grandfather was corny because he decided to dress up for a Halloween. Nobody's going to say nothing like that.
You shouldn't be going out. Once you reach a certain age, you shouldn't be watching sports. Do y'all hear yourselves? And then y'all be getting on here wondering why you're depressed, wondering why you have anxiety. Y'all lives are basically ending at the age of 21.
Not even 21, 18.
Forward to the life that you have ahead of you, you think that your clock is running out. And you would think that people would just stop at the hobbies, right? Nah, they be taking this to a whole nother level. I've seen people come on here and say that tattoos are meant for teenagers.
That doesn't even make any sense because tattoos are permanent. So you can get them as a teenager. Does that mean you need to have them removed when you a grown-ass man? That doesn't make any sense.
What?
You are not even able to get a tattoo legally without a parent or guardian until the age of...
Yo, this generation cooked.
What?
You can't get a tat. I mean, I know some days these high schoolers be having tattoos, full sleeves. Like I say, it's a whole different time, bro. Like, I graduated 2019, bro. You could be fresh from 20, and my high school days was 2015 to 2019. So, like, you could be fresh wearing some Forces, you feel me? Even Sperry's or some shit. Like,
this man said that like he old. Guys, I graduated in 2013. He's at 2019. And I know there are some of you that are older in here that like older than me, but you just graduate damn, Antonio is young as fuck. I know he said his age already, but it just really put it into perspective, like how young he actually is.
Man, y'all know, man. Class of 19, stand up, bro. We can get fresh wearing everything. Nowadays, you gotta have design.
He's in his early 20s.
It's like, bro, it's a man.
18. Thought the tattoos was crazy. People are on here telling people that they shouldn't have certain hairstyles past a certain age. So because I'm about to hit 25, I just gotta buzz my shit.
Right.
What? And how can I forget that little trend of y'all putting on quarter zips and slacks, talking about some, oh yeah, I dress like a grown.
Yeah, I hated that trend, bro. Y'all remember the grown, like, don't dress like a teenager. Like, don't dress like, and I feel like that was an anti-black trend. You know, y'all know I gotta bring my race into it, but it was like, as you get older, you gotta start dressing like a grown man or a professional or whatever, bro. Corporate, whatever. That shit bullshit, man.
Like, you don't have to hit 18, go to the workforce and die.
Right. That's not what life about, bro. It wasn't. And that's why I say, bro, this Matrix, this American dream shit is so, like, just think about it, bro. When you
hold on, before you get to this point, guys, I still look forward to the most childish shit, okay? And it's fine. If I have to set an example, right? I have a Nintendo Switch 2. I have been playing the living fuck out of Pokemon Legends ZA. And it is fun. It is so much fun. When I first turned the game on, I felt like the ambiance and the music and all that, like it brought out my inner child. Like Nintendo usually does. I feel so happy whenever I play that game, which is why I'm playing it so much. And I am 31 years old, but I play it because I love it. It's not that deep. Do the things that you love to fucking do. This is not rocket science. Shit does not have an age cap. Enjoy whatever the hell that you want to enjoy. Anyway.
you start school, I'm gonna get woke on y'all. I'm gonna get the real woke on y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something. So you start school at what age? 5? You know what I'm saying? 5 years old. Some earlier than that. What you realize is like kindergarten, bro, it be so colorful. Like I just remember all the colors, everything. And then boom, when you go to first grade, it's like a shift. No colors, dull as hell, depressing. And you just realize the similarities of school and prison and work and working. You know, in school, you got to stay in line. You got to be told when to eat. And I understand this is just order, but I'm just giving you the similarity. And then let's do the time frames from the schooling to the work. You know, you go to school, from 7 to 3. Jobs are 9 to 5. So it's like already kind of conditioning you for that time frame of work.
I understand what he's saying here. I wouldn't necessarily equate it to prison, but I do understand what he's saying. And it's funny because my wife and I have this conversation all the time. Whenever it's like 5 o'clock and we see these kids getting off the bus, we're like, that's fucking insane. They literally have a job.
And even like I said, with staying in line, eating at a certain time, it's conditioning you for prison. That's why they are building more prisons than school. I just seen a crazy fact that said California, they built 20 prisons in 20 years versus one school in that same time frame. So they built 20 prisons in one. So you see what they're investing in. You see what they're already trying to set you up for. This is not by some coincidence or accident. This is like real.
I turn 30 tomorrow, and 3 years leading up to this, I was living at my parents' house, gotten laid off twice, and was pretty miserable, anxious, stressed, depressed, you name it. Wasn't doing well. And then like 3 months ago, I just decided I was gonna stop getting pushed around by life, and I was just gonna start having fun and enjoying myself.
Hell
and
yeah.
now, this is where I'm at.
That is
a beautiful, beautiful view.
That's the Grand Teton, if you didn't know. You can make your life whatever you want. You can literally warp reality around to whatever you want, and you can change at any moment. If you're thinking about making some changes, it can happen really fast. So enjoy the ride.
Yeah. Like I say, just feed your inner kid. I feel like when you feed your inner kid, it'll make you be more creative. It'll just make you more happy. That around you just changes the energy and just, pushes more positivity into your life. If you live your life a certain way, that is what it's going to bring. If you always depressed, you always seeing the bad and everything, then it's just going to draw more of that. And it's like every single thing that happens to you, even a bad thing, it's a positive in it. And if you could just simply focus on those positives, hey.
Yo, wait, I think I actually got my first hater yesterday. Let me tell y'all what happened. So yesterday, I'm at work, and as soon as I walk in, I see one of my coworkers that I haven't seen in a while because I only work maybe like once or twice a week. And so he's like, what up, TikTok star? What up, TikTok star? And I'm like, I know who follows me on TikTok who's a coworker. I know who doesn't. So I'm like, why are you saying that? I'm like, have you seen my content? And he was like, oh, I saw a video or whatever, but I didn't follow you.
Hater.
Okay.
Hater, bro.
You don't support me because why didn't you follow back?
Hey, real quick, guys, if you're making content and you're on social media heavy, don't tell any of your coworkers. It can easily bite you on the butt. Don't tell any of your coworkers a fucking thing. Okay, keep all of this shit private. Make sure this does not affect your work life at all. Do not tell people shit. All right, just a little advice.
So the shift goes on, blah blah blah, and
Yes, Mr. KP, use an alias if you can.
we're in the service station. It's me, him, and another coworker, and so he just out of nowhere, he's just like, you know what? Go ahead, TikTok star, because I just got to give it up for anyone who's 30 plus trying to be a content creator. That's something else. And he's clapping.
That's a backhanded compliment.
And it's in the most condescending tone. And I'm just sitting there processing my thoughts and feelings of what I actually want to say, or if I even should say anything. And then he says,
I'd be like, I don't even want to say
you'll
shit.
probably get there when you're around like 35. And then my other coworkers are like, well, that's 5 years, damn near 40. And I'm just sitting there
They
like,
hating,
why
bro.
are y'all on me?
Yeah, like who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? I am 31 years old, almost have 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. My bad, wrong button. One of the hardest platforms to grow on. One of the hardest platforms to grow on, but I'm doing it. If I'm doing it, anybody else can fucking do it. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are. It just matters if you're entertaining, if you're interesting. There are people. Yo, I don't know if you guys know the old dude that be he be on TikTok, Instagram Reels. Like, all he does is like dress like really nice. Like, this man be having some fresh ass clothes on with like all the dope Jordans. I forgot his name, but he's old, like probably in his 60s or 70s. And he's popping on social media. Content creation doesn't have an age limit. Where is all of this coming from? You don't have to be young or old to do anything.
Bad. What did I do?
I appreciate you,
A
Ashley.
girl is 31 and she likes to content create and she likes to be creative and she likes to show real authenticity,
who cares?
real authenticity on the internet. God forbid social media is a girl's thing. No matter how old she is.
It's anybody's thing.
And
The
this is
age
what
is
I be
just a
talking
number,
about.
bro.
You really gotta block everybody out when it comes to doing the
Man.
things that you want and
Really
feel
do.
so passionately doing.
Yo, and that, sorry, I'm pausing so much, but that also includes family members. Oh my gosh. Yo, like, I mean, I gotta tell the truth. Even my own family was confused at one point, or they looked at me like some sort of way, like when I first started YouTube. Like, especially my mom. Don't get me wrong, she supports me now, but she was very like worried that I was doing this. Like, and a lot of people looked at me strangely. But if they don't support you, it doesn't matter. You don't need anybody's support, bro. Just do you. Have tunnel vision. Ignore the noise. Because once you start getting these YouTube checks, you know, their mind is going to change. And then they're going to be like, oh, I'm so proud of you. Nothing against my family, nothing against my mother. I completely understand, because when I first started doing YouTube, I don't know. It just, they didn't get it. But they get it now. They get it now.
Because if I were somebody who was a much weaker minded person,
It'll get
I
to
would
you.
take that to heart,
It'll
and
get
I
to
would
you.
probably not create another video
Yes.
in my life, like ever again.
And that's how a lot of people like get driven out of doing things. They be like, oh, somebody will tell you, like, you'll tell your idea. This is why you don't tell your ideas to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it to certain people, not even the ones you think close to you, bruh. Anyways, this is what they'll do. You'll bring up an idea like, yeah, man, I think this would be a good idea. And then they'll immediately tell you why it's not a good idea. And it's like, damn, bro.
Let me live.
And I understand sometimes they maybe want the best interest for you, but it's like, come on, bro. That's why you have to be selective with who you tell things to, your new ideas to, and, you know, just act on it. Like, the best thing about it, bro, when you get an idea, act on it. If you want to start doing videos, do it. Act on it, because then you're going to start having ideas in your mind. Oh, I don't got this equipment. I don't got that equipment. I don't got this. I don't got that. Bro, just start.
do it.
Because as you it's going to get better. And that's what I've been noticing with my videos. You know, on my main channel, Antonio Speaks. Every time I edit a new video, I'm getting better. I'm learning how to talk. I'm learning how to word things better. I'm learning how to do better research. You know what I'm saying? But if I was in my mind like, okay, I wanted to be perfect from the jump.
He's absolutely right, because the videos that, let me put this into perspective for you guys. Most of you already know this, but when it comes to my videos, I shoot, I edit, and I post within the same goddamn day. Okay, I could literally do all of this with my eyes closed at this point. You do get better as you continue to do this. You do, but you really should not expect for it to be perfect, because my videos were ass. They were ass when I first started, but it's fine. Everybody's videos are ass, bro. You just build yourself up. You work your way up, and it's totally fine. But like he said, if you have an idea, act on it. If you want to do something, act on it. Just do it. People talk to me about content creation all the time and ask, how can they get started? What should they do to get started? Just fucking do it. Oh, I don't have a camera. Use this. Use your phone. Your phone is literally one of the best cameras, okay? Yo, like, especially if you have like the newer phone, like I have, this shit can do 4K 120 frames per second. Now, I'm not saying shoot in that, because it's going to be a nightmare to edit, but it can do it. You have a nice camera. Random University, all his creative ass videos, he makes it with a fucking phone.
I wouldn't have started. And that's the problem, bro. You just start. You just act on it. Anytime you get a thought, you act on it or write it down. You know what I'm saying? This all plays into it, bro. You feel me? And just dropping some gems for y'all.
But because I know who I am, and I know I am that girl, there is nothing that can sway me from the vision that God has placed into my sight. Let's start there. Because if I'm going to be a 31-year-old content creator, I'm going to go do that.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear shit. When I have the followers, when I have the engagement, when I got all the brands and the deals and all that good stuff, I don't want to hear nothing about
Not
no
a
handout
goddamn thing.
or that I knew her.
All right, because that's how I be. They want to brag on you.
Me in the service station. I got my little AK and some change followers right now, but just you wait. Just you wait, because your girl been consistent. Your girl been having fun with the shit.
That's all you have fun with it, bro.
Oh my goodness, trailing Hush. Hush, trailing. Guys, my wife is so upset because she, oh my gosh, this is, okay, for everybody that's in a relationship and that's married, like I feel like it's not a guy thing to put your significant other on your wallpaper. I don't know. Like I don't think it's a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal. Let me know if I'm tripping or not. But I don't know, having like anime shit. Like I have pictures of her around, like, yo, there is a picture literally leaning up of her on by speaker. Like I have pictures of her. Like it's anyway.
The goal of my page is to help you see past your limiting beliefs. So maybe you should follow me.
Dramatic.
Maybe you might learn something from this 31-year-old woman.
That's it for this video, though, man. I hope y'all enjoyed. Listen, if you're a part of Gen Z, if you're in part of any generation, just know that age does not define you and how you have to live your life. I love y'all. If y'all want to see something similar to this, though, go check out Pushing 30.
Shout out to Antonio Speaks, man. Good video. Good video. Yeah, I really do not understand this newer generation and why they concentrate so much about just age. Like it's silly to me, but whatever. Let me show you guys something really quick. This let me not even prepare you. I'm just going to play this video for you guys, and you guys tell me what you think about this, okay? Just listen to this. I think this guy is like a pastor or something. He lives in Australia, I believe. Just listen to this guy.
Most men that look like me have a bomb on them. When they don't check me at the airport, I'm like, you failed. Protect your country. We've abandoned prudence at the altar of political correctness. Me and my beautiful wife are always at the
Of course he has a white wife. Oh my gosh. Of course he has a white wife. Hold on. I'm a back up. I got y'all. Hold up. I did not even fucking see that, yo.
Most men that look like me have a bomb on them. When they don't check me at the airport, I'm like, you failed. Protect your country. We've abandoned prudence at the altar of political correctness. Me and my beautiful wife are always at the airport. And every time we go to the airport, for some reason, a security check, they never check my wife. They always let her through. She just says, hey guys. And she walks right through the security check. But then I come as an Arab man looking all hairy like me. And I say, hey guys. And I try to get through the security check. And they're like, no mate, come back. Not once have I gone to the airport and they didn't check me. Why? Look at me. There's no racism here. Just look at me. So now when I go to the airport, I just take my shirt off. I'm like, check me. A lot of people say that's racist. That's racist. That's not racist. It's called wisdom. Most men that look like me have a bomb on them. I'm saying it about myself. Relax. Laugh. That's not racist.
It's just so stupid because it's not true. It's not true. Do you think every man from the Middle East, right? Every man from the Middle East, yeah, they just have a bomb on them? That's not true. Do you think you are just one of the special ones or something? What the where did you even get this? How did you come to this conclusion? That's not racist. You're right. It's extremely fucking racist. Myron would love this guy. Oh my gosh. What the?
It's called wisdom. Most men that look like me have a bomb on them. So by wisdom and prudence and analysis, you should stop me and check my bag. Why? You love your country and you want to protect your country. We've abandoned prudence at the altar of political correctness. Political correctness is all inclusive. I don't want to offend anybody, but no, the Bible says be as shrewd as a snake and as innocent as a dove. We're not stupid in Christianity. You need wisdom and you need love. That's not racist. Take a chill pill, Arabs.
Okay, real quick. Let me just... So you guys know how a lot of people think that like black people are super violent and aggressive, right? I'm not like that. I'm not. My brothers are not like that. We are all normal. We have a normal temper. We're all intelligent. So my train of thought, if I'm not like this and my brothers are not like this, there has to be people that look like me that are also not like this. I can't be the only one. We can't be the only ones. For you to say that, it's not only racist, it's just fucking stupid.
Low IQ.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I don't look at Muslims, I don't look at, as you would say, Arab males or whatever. He said that, not me. And I would not just automatically assume that they fucking have a bomb. Yeah, that's pretty fucking racist. Good Lord. Speaking of racism, let's move on. Officer Tatum. Apparently, conservatives are not fucking with Officer Tatum right now. And honestly, I think it's because he's been peeping the racism and he's been calling it out. Officer Tatum is one of the raccoons that have just found out that their tokens have been spent. And he's just like getting bombarded by a bunch of racism within his whole within his own party. Sorry, I cannot speak. And it just seems like that he's surprised. And I'm surprised that he's surprised. Because just like Stevie Knight, he could not fathom that conservatives could be racist. But to us, to normal people, we're like, dog, this is nothing new. Where the fuck have you been? If you look at Officer Tatum's Twitter and his replies, it's just full of like racist, bigoted bullshit towards him because he's calling it out now. And now he's no longer one of the good ones. So we have a video by the Amazing Lucas. Shout out the Amazing Lucas. And he made this video that is entitled Brandon Tatum is learning what his audience really thinks of him. About fucking time, honestly.
Oh my goodness. So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but our favorite Sambo soldier is having a mental breakdown.
Sambo Soldier? I love it. I love it. Sambo Soldier is crazy. That's a good one. Wait, why isn't that playing? There it is.
That's correct. He's going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, if you happen to take a look at Tantrum's Twitter account, he is going off on Nick Fuentes and he's going off on like Charlie Kirk conspiracies, which are, of course, being spearheaded by Kundis Owens. He's slowly coming to the realization
Kundis Owens,
that the Republican Party is filled with a bunch of racists.
Duh. Shit, what happened?
Oh God! That's what he's coming to the conclusion. And even if he comes to that conclusion, he'll never acknowledge it, right? He'll never admit it. And I want people to understand that has been the case for quite some time. That's where I said deuces, because they kept on talking about, Chicago, black on black crime. And I was like, okay, you keep on bringing this up. What are you doing about, the crime rate there? How are you helping the black community?
Jesus, guys, did you see those goddamn replies? Oh my gosh.
They then respond with, lift yourself up by the bootstraps.
Come on now, dog.
So it was like, okay, you don't want to help or give solutions. You just want to criticize and chastise. And then we see the Lyndon B. Johnson quote, and it all makes sense. Because you have a lot of these, middle class to poor who are like, well, I'm better than you, even though their conditions are, essentially a trailer park. But because they have, well, you're black and I'm white, that means I'm better than you. So that way, they keep on.
Hold on. I just noticed his shirt.
Donated to Trump's campaign or donated to the Republican Party and mum's a word.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
That's how they pull money.
Extract money. How did per capita help Charlie Kirk? That is a crazy shirt.
Out of their pockets. That being said, there has always been an underlying current of a racial tone within the Republican Party. Now, I will admit that it's been, I will say, more of dog whistles and a sleeping giant within the Republican Party. Because we can even look at, Nick Fuentes talking about how he himself got radicalized by Mark Levin. Mark Levin, fam. Okay, I don't know if y'all have ever listened to Mark Levin, but hearing that he got radicalized by Mark Levin is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And he was talking about how Mark Levin said, hey, America's no longer be a white country. You think that's a good idea? And it got him thinking, yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
He goes live and he says, America's becoming a majority non-white country. Does anybody think that's a good idea? And I was thinking to myself, yeah, that actually doesn't sound so good.
But that has always been consistent.
But why?
Within the Republican Party. But it's been silent, right? It's been dormant for the most part. They try to deny it. No, we're all about, American people. Even now, when it comes to DEI, CRT, oh no, we just want meritocracy. We just want people who are qualified for the position. What people like Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson, by giving him a platform, and mind you, Tucker Carlson was just calling him, gay not too long ago while they were kikiing with Candace Owens.
And he just was so
Really?
worried that he just went on the attack because he doesn't know how to have normal relations after being banned everywhere.
Well, I think there's the kind of
that could be one element.
the angry gay
Or-
kid thing going on. Yeah.
Or it's the
And Nick Fuentes was doing exactly the
I did not fucking know that. When did that happen?
same thing, attacking Tucker Carlson, talking about he wants to call me a Fed. He's the one that's a Fed. He's the one, that's elitist.
Tucker Carlson said I'm a weird gay kid in the basement, but I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. Tucker Carlson says I have so many trust funds I never have to work. Tucker went to a $45,000 per year private high school, then a $45,000 per year selective Ivy League school in New England. Tucker Carlson's daddy was a Reagan appointee. And then, after years of bragging about being an elite, bragging about being so out of touch and so rich, now he's going to be the spokesperson for all the white people. Now he's going to roll up his sleeves. I just like to hunt and fish in my log cabin. I care about Klarna and credit card debt.
3 hours later.
I was listening to Mark Levin's show. This goes to show how normie I was. Actually, I listen to him every day.
And we see how quickly all that beef is squashed.
That is so
all right?
funny.
And I would argue this is something that Black Americans can learn from. That when a crisis ensues, that all this, you Black, you African, you Caribbean, all that goes by the wayside. That there is unity against a sole enemy. You need to learn from what we just witnessed. People that were talking trash, mad disrespectful to one another, have come together to unify over, hey, we've got to keep the country white, all right? I may have talked trash about you, you may have talked trash about me, but at the end of the day, we have got to keep our majority. We have got to keep our power. We've got to keep our control.
He's out of line, but he's right.
I just want to put that into perspective, especially given, the diaspora wars and all this goofy talk. I just want people to understand how quickly they get on code. But that being said, you have to understand from Tantrum's perspective. Tantrum has nothing, all right? When you have people like Dinesh D'Souza who are speaking out against Fuentes, and you have other individuals who are like Dave Rubin who are speaking out against Fuentes, you have to understand that the vast majority of the party don't want those people there. This is something that I said. I was like, Dinesh, you're Indian, fam.
Yes.
They don't see you as American. And we're now starting to see that that's exactly what they meant. When I said, hey, when they say American, they're not talking about brown and Black people.
No, it's always white. It's always fucking white. It is white. White, white, white. That's what they are referring to. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all Republicans are racist, but I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the fucking pudding at this point. Like, just go on Twitter and look at the replies to Officer Tatum and just the replies to specific conversations surrounded around, like, EBT and the government shutdown. Is just a whole bunch of racist rhetoric. And it's a lot of it is coming from Republicans, if not all of it.
They're talking about white people. And people will say, oh, Lucas, you're racist. Oh, you're just speculating. I'm like, now they're coming out and saying it. That sleeping giant that I was talking about, now they're slowly waking up.
They're okay
all
with
right?
it.
Now they're slowly coming out and saying, well, yeah, all right, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything from you. We see this currently when it comes to, the YouTuber who went to India and had the little, the poop parade or whatever, the poop festival or something like that, and you see a lot of these accounts that are like white accounts that are actually ran by Indians that are now attacking, white people. So now you have this little internal war from all these racist accounts that were attacking black people that now they're attacking, the same people that they were at one point in time defending. And you're having a lot of these people who were never, ever meant to be a part of the party. They were just there because they're Stephen from Django. And that's what we're witnessing right now. Tatum is going through a Stephen from Django, where he's crying over Massa. And what's happening is that he's realizing that the people surrounding him, they see him as Stephen from Django. He thought that he was a freedom fighter and he was one of the good ones.
I was about to say that he did.
Black people should be represented by. They should be more like me.
Pausing?
And all along.
Yo, dead ass. Like, when you say dumb shit like Rosa Parks had a car, that whole thing was staged. When you go that far, when you have to go that far, you cannot. There is no convincing me that you are not a raccoon at that point. There's no fucking convincing me. You are obviously trying to appeal to the fairer skin. Anyway.
They've been thinking this Negro is a house Negro.
Yeah.
We can use him to our empowerment. We can use him to our benefit.
Same thing goes for Myron Gaines. That's the same shit. He really thinks that he can get along with these people and that he can talk to these people and that these people will welcome him into their racist orgy. No, bro. Go be gay somewhere else. Go be gay with other colored gay people. They don't want your gay ass, okay? They want to do gay stuff with each other, but not you because you are brown. They want to do gay stuff with more white people, not brown people. They want to be with whites, not you, all right?
Same thing like Dinesh D'Souza, right? Same thing like, you want to know another person? Patrick Bet-David with his PBT podcast. They don't see him as American. They see him as an Afghani, Pakistani refugee. That's what they see him. They see him as an immigrant. He will never be American in his audience's eyes because he's not white. Damn. Dinesh D'Souza, no matter how many, bullcrap videos he pulls out, right? 7,000 views and everything to justify and validate his racist audience beliefs, they will never see him as one of them. Why? Because he's Indian.
Oh, and I agreed with many, many things you said during, in fact, probably more than most other candidates when you were running for president. But I still would not have voted for you because you're an Indian.
Damn. The same thing for Tam.
And he just fucking sat there and took it. He sat there and took it. If you say that to me, I'll be like, yo, that's racist. Wow, these people want to fit in so bad.
Right? No matter how much he wants to say, oh, black people this and black people bad in Chicago and all this, they will never, ever see him and acknowledge him as one of their own. Why? Because he's black. Damn. And now you have people like Nick Fuentes who are letting them, essentially giving them the A-OK to come out and say that. Because now they're in the position of, hey, we're going to lose our majority. All right? I don't want to be a minority in this country. I don't want to be treated like that. So now that fear right there, that fear is very powerful. That fear can, in many cases, can give people a little push. That fear is going to act as gasoline in many of these people's tanks. That's what's going to happen. And you're going to start seeing a lot of people who you would never in a million years think
Maverick, that's what I'm saying. Vivek said he appreciated her honesty. That is fucking weird. Like, I would never want to be a part of something that bad where I'm just okay with people fucking hating me. Like, that's weird. That's odd.
Racist. There's no way he would be racist. There's no way. He doesn't even talk about politics. He doesn't know anything about politics. They're gonna come out of the woodworks and be like, no, he's right. I agree with him. I agree. And you're going to be shocked. And what you have to understand, the reason why all these people are coming out against individuals like Fuentes and Tucker and all the rest of them is that they won't have a job. Damn. They won't have a job. They will have no employment. The moment in time the Republican Party goes full mask off, right? They may give it a little hint here, a little hint here, a little teeth here. Once they go full mask off, all right? They go full mask off, they won't have a job, fam. They won't. Tatum will be unemployed. Tatum is as dumb as a pile of bricks. He got nowhere to go. Dinesh D'Souza, dumb as a pile of bricks. He got nowhere to go. Vivek Ramaswamy, nowhere to go. Patrick Bet-David, nowhere to go. If once their audience...
I cannot wait until the rest of them gets their wake-up call. Well, I feel like Vivek got his wake-up call multiple times, but he just hasn't done anything about it. I don't even think he fucking cares. He seems like he's a masochist or something because he loves the pain.
Their audience actually denounces them because of who they are. You're Indian, you're not really like us. As long as you are tap dancing for us, we like you. The second you stop that tap dancing, you get a reality.
Yo, matter of fact, Vivek, when when the blue wave took over, what was it? What was that? Was that Tuesday? That had to be Tuesday, right? Yeah, so when election day was Tuesday in certain states and the blue wave took over, right? Fucking Vivek was like, yeah, the Republican Party, we did X, Y, and Z. We need to do X, Y, and Z better. We need to do this. We need to do that. And we need to stay out of identity politics. He said that, right? He was like, let's leave that to the liberals. They're doing that. That's their thing. They live with identity politics. The Republican Party is not like that. Bro, I shit you not. Under that post, you're not American. You're a dirty Indian. Like, just so much racist crap under that post of him basically trying to hold the Republican Party accountable. And they're just saying, shut the fuck up. You're not American. You don't even belong here. You don't belong in politics. I'm not going to vote for you in Ohio because you're not white. And he still doesn't get it. He still doesn't fucking get it because he's stupid. All these people want to be a part of this club so bad. And they never will be. But they want to continue to fucking tap dance for massa.
Check, bruh.
Wake up, nigga.
You get that wake-up call real quickly, and that's going to be happening like a domino effect. Now, I'm going to do another video when it comes to the whole, Republican conservative civil war, because that's what we're witnessing. That's what we're witnessing, especially with the conflict with Israel, especially with what's going on right now with Charlie Kirk. There is very much a conservative civil war. But you have these people,
led by Nick
such as
Fuentes.
Dave Rubin, such as Dinesh D'Souza, Vivek Ramaswamy, Patrick Bet-David, Brandon Tantrum, Kunis Owens, and a lot of them that were brought in. Okay, they were brought in with this wide net that was cast, thankfully to Trump. So you brought all these people in, all these browns and the blacks and the gays and everything, and they don't really mess with that. They don't really mess with that at all. They want white and they want Christian. That's what they want. And I hope people understand what their vision is for the country. And if these people get in power, these people get the ears of enough white ignorance in this country, that's exactly what will happen. And it'll be game over for everyone. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think, whether or not you believe, well, Lucas, that's not true. America's for all Americans. And as long as you're pro-American, I ain't got a problem with you. Or if you believe that same person who will say that to you, you let him be a minority when he goes to the grocery store. You let him be a minority when he goes to his neighborhood or his apartment complex and see how quick that switch flips. See how quick he changes his mind. See how quick he'll call you an N-word or a Pajit or any other derogatory or slurs that they have. You'll see how quick that these people who be your brothers and sisters, be your co-workers, that will change at the drop of a dime once they get that little bit of fear. You'd be surprised. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you happen to have a disagreement, you know where to find me. Thursday through Saturday, disagreement day.
Fire. I didn't I didn't realize how bad it was until until I saw Brandon Tatum responding to a shit ton of people on Twitter. I was confused because I was like, why is he calling out the Republican Party? Like, what's going on? And then I got to the point real fast. I was like, oh, he's calling out the racism and people don't like it. So he finding out that goddamn token has been spent. You stupid, useful idiot. Anyway, so I saw somebody in the chat say that the stream has been buffering. Has that been the case for all of you guys? Has the stream constantly been buffering here and there? Like, let me know what's been going on. Let's see here. You know what? It might be because of the bit rate. Hold on. Let me just take a picture of this really quick just so I know for next time. Let's see. Yes, I had to restart. No, it's been fine for me. Okay, it looks like it's been fine for some. Maybe not for others. Okay, either way, I'm going to change the bit rate. And yeah, hopefully that'll be a better experience for you guys next time around. Anyway, I think we got one more. I got one more video in me before I wrap up. So this one I found interesting. I actually found this one on Abba and Preach's Reddit. This video is entitled "I Lost My Job Because of Charlie Kirk," and the video is by Saros TV. Let's see what happened. He said he lost his job because of Charlie Kirk.
I lost my job because of Charlie Kirk because I was inciting violence because of my YouTube videos. Very interesting. Now, as you may or may not know, I used to work at an Amazon warehouse facility. I did pick, I did pack. I wasn't a driver. I didn't get fired by AI or something of that variety, but I made $27.50 an hour, and I was very happy with my job because
I feel like that's not $27.50 an hour. I feel like that's not bad at all for Amazon.
The internet isn't always good for my mental health, so I worked there a lot. And because of my videos upon Charlie Kirk, I got approached to by HR and all these other people saying that I was inciting political rage amongst the workers, which is interesting. Very interesting thing to say to me. I have been crying in my car for the past 3 hours. And I started going through my funds, and I discovered that my mother didn't get her EBT this month. My mother is a single mother. And she is raising my little brother Atticus. Let's show you what my little brother Atticus looks like. To give you an example of what we're going through here. So this is my older brother CJ on the right. In the middle is Atticus. On the left is obviously me. The back is my mother. She is half Arabic or half Middle Eastern and half black. That is her. Her name is Nis Neftis. Lovely woman. Deeply lovely. So I have already been doing these side gigs. I've been working at ShiftSmart, which is a great way to get some money on the side. I've been doing Insta work, and I've been doing roadie. I also do DoorDash and other stuff. But I'm going to describe my entire situation and explain why I may need some help, because I'm going to explain the math behind everything. And if you don't want to get to the explanation when it gets to the end, just know that I got to go fuck me now. That's just what I want to explain. I'm going to try to make this not too long to try to explain everything. I'm going to show you my little brother Atticus. This is Atticus. For Halloween, I took him out for dinner. It was pretty fun. So this is what he sounds like. This is Atticus.
Here's the mac and cheese. Better get mac and cheese. Better get some mac and cheese. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's coming soon, though. It's coming soon, so be ready. We're going to get some soon. We get some soon. I'm excited. I'm excited. So it's gonna be cheesy, with Maggie, we full of Mac, and we're gonna eat it like it's gonna be fantastic.
So the reason I'm doing those vocal stems with him is to try to get him to speak more. Now, this was, I believe, last Halloween where I took him out. Just reposted that video, but I took him out last Halloween. In order to do that, this Halloween, we ended up going trick-or-treating, and he's gotten significantly better with his speech. I've been funding his speech therapy to make sure things are good. Stupidly expensive to fund speech therapy, mind you. It sucks indefinitely. Because, for a long time, couldn't say a single word. First word I ever taught him was potato. Now, on top of that, I've been helping my mother out with small things around the house, internet, things of that variety, because I was making good YouTube money. YouTube was an extra little side thing on top of my regular job, which I used to pay my regular bills. And peak was coming up. Peak is during the holiday season where people at Amazon get a ton of money. It's really beautiful. I was thinking I could probably make about $12,000 during peak. I could get everybody some gifts. I could give my mom a little gift, maybe get her some turkeys for Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's what I was thinking of myself. That's what I assumed I was going to be able to do. But now I've lost a large part of my income. I've lost a large part of my reliable income. And YouTube does not pay consistently. It just doesn't. But now
it doesn't. Because people, for some reason, people think I make a shit ton of money. I mean, I do not. I have months that are better than others, but YouTube, depending on how much you post, YouTube can be pretty random. I mean, yeah, it just all depends. Like last month I had a really good month because of, Stevie Knight's stupidity. I essentially got paid off of his stupidity and people wanted to hear it. So a lot of people were tuning in. But yeah, it just all depends. Like I would not be comfortable with leaving my full-time job for YouTube until I get paid like $6,000 a month, like consistently. Can't go below that. Yeah.
Kind of all I got. This is what I got. This is it. I got this. On top of that, my grandma was going through liver issues. She had liver failure, definitely. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in my life, but I've been dealing with it by myself for quite some time, and I've been doing pretty good, I thought. I'd assumed I was doing great. My dad had his prostate removed because he had prostate cancer. Didn't know this, little known fact. If you don't have a prostate, you cannot get your Johnson up. You can't do that. So I've been going through getting my dad therapy because he's mentally destroyed because he can't do that anymore. I was trying to help him out, trying to figure that out. My brother is, this is going to be a lot of stuff here. Just hear me out. My brother is watching him. This brother, this specific brother, this one right here on the right, CJ, he is watching my dad right now. What? Whoop, that's the wrong screen. Why is he watching my dad right now? Reason he's watching my dad right now, because my dad can't get a house right now because he got scammed. I don't know how to describe this better. My dad's not the smartest online.
And all this came from him talking about Charlie Kirk. Now I feel like we need to like find his Charlie Kirk video if he didn't delete it.
AI bots of women, because he is a freak. Is that karma? Yes, that's just karma. But he's still my dad. I want to help my brother out, make him less stressed.
It's not funny.
I've been supporting those 3 specific people. My grandma cannot watch my little brother because she's going through liver failure. And because of that, my mom needs somebody to watch him. And I can't watch him because I need to make money to make sure I can live and things of that variety. And I was working. Now, I'm going to be able to watch him a little bit more because I can probably watch him in between YouTube videos because I got infinite free time now. Jesus Christ.
Sure.
But that's the whole thing there. I have started a GoFundMe for a combination to get through all of these things in totality. That's what I was trying to do. I've now created this GoFundMe. There's a link in the description to help with the GoFundMe indefinitely. Now, I want to point this out. You do not have to donate. You don't have to. You can just ignore this video in totality. I'm trying to make this below 8 minutes. You can just ignore this video in totality. If you want to also support, this is so important. I have a sponsor right now, right? Every time someone signs up through the sponsor link, I get $6. As a matter of fact, I encourage you to delete the app after you sign up and never use it at all. It is this freemium thing called free cash. I've received $80 by playing games on it. And I know it's weird, it sounds weird to bring up this app, but it does pay me. I get paid through my phone. And every time someone signs up, not even using the app, I get $6. So if you can't donate through that way, you can just sign up for the app and give me $6.
That's
you can do it that way. Everything's difficult because EBT is down and nobody's getting any money. It is very hard for everybody right now in America, especially people that
chat. We gotta look at
the
this
patriarchs
video.
of their family. I have no other way to do this. Thank you guys so much for at least helping.
I didn't think that video was gonna go that way. I thought he was gonna explain like what he actually said about Charlie Kirk.
It has.
Let's see here. Okay, well, he made a video entitled "Thank You So Much," so that GoFundMe must have helped. Let's see here. Oh damn, this shit, like he's been posting consistent. Oh, this man has been working. Hold on, let's just Charlie Kirk. Oh, this shit is 33 minutes long. I'm gonna have to check it out on my own time. Too long, guys. Too long. Well, I Am Forever, he already said that he had a GoFundMe. So Terrence, basically, to make a long story short, apparently this guy got fired for talking about Charlie Kirk. I guess he was speaking negatively. I don't know what he said, but apparently he got fired from Amazon and he made a GoFundMe so that people could help him, basically. And I just wanted to know why, or I wanted to know what he said about Charlie Kirk specifically that got him fired. But we're not going to end on that. Let's end on something else. Let's talk about Sneeko really quick. So, if you guys did not know this, Sneeko does not like Pokimane. Well, I think he likes Pokimane. I think he has a fucking crush on Pokimane because he cannot stop talking about this woman. Apparently, Pokimane got into a situation where she was talking to some guy and she found out that he was actually engaged, and she actually told his fiance that they were talking. And Sneeko had some things to say about this. This is a quick 3-minute video, so after this, then we'll be done. But let's just see what Sneeko has to say about this, because we know what he's going to say. It's going to be fucking stupid.
Why is she whispering?
Basically, we met on set for a YouTube video. We followed each other.
Hold on. Let me move. Let me move this. Real quick, move this down here. Move this up here.
To my IG stories, I would respond to his very casual stuff. He kept inviting me to fly out to his state, but I don't do that. So I was like, if you're ever in LA, we can grab coffee. He ended up having a trip to LA. He asked for my number. We were gonna meet up, but I ended up being busy. He ended up leaving town early, so it didn't happen. We kept talking about like what we like to do for fun, places we've traveled, blah blah blah.
Yo, this is kind of scaring me.
A month after we were gonna meet up, he posts his engagement on Instagram.
W guy. Is she salty that she didn't? Okay, well, yeah, he's up, you're down. You know, like bang, like fucking. Congrats to him. Congrats to that guy. He found wifey material.
This got to be him trolling. It has to be him trolling, because if you are talking to somebody, you are texting them, you are trying to get to know them better, potentially on a romantic level, and then they post that they are engaged. Yeah, that's not okay. That's actually extremely shitty. It's just funny because if the shoe was on the other foot, you would be calling that woman an opportunist. You would be calling her a whore. You would call her a 304. You would call her a gold digger. So it's okay for a man to do this, but it's not okay for a woman to do this. Got you.
And you were gonna be, you were a flyout.
Yeah, she's whispering.
Girl, I don't understand what she's like mad about. Congrats to that guy.
Mind you, he was still responding to my stories.
Oh my god.
I posted a story. What kind of nails should I get done? He responded to that and goes, "Put my face on your nails."
That's weird.
Right. And people told me I should really message his fiance. I spent a day crafting this message to her. Hey, I don't want to intrude, but your fiance was.
Is she vaping? What is this?
Messaging me.
Sneeko, are you slow? She's putting mascara on, bro. Like, she's physically, like, you can see her doing it. The brush that she's holding right now, the color matches the bottle. Are you fucking stupid? I know nothing of makeup, but I know what the brush that she is holding probably goes in that container.
just stay out of their marriage. You know, like, congrats to him. He's engaged. You know, you're not. Just leave him alone. Leave him alone. Why are you giving it more attention than who cares?
The fuck are you talking about? Also, okay, say what you want about Pokimane, and yes, you could say that she could be doing this to be messy. If you want to make that argument, okay, sure. If you want to say that she's doing this because she's salty, all right, fine, whatever. However, she is doing the woman that he is engaged to, she's doing her a favor. Because her man is a piece of shit. He's talking to other women behind her back. There's no way that she is okay with it. I'm pretty sure she's not okay with it. From what I remember, because I heard this story that Pokimane posted on Twitter like a while ago, like earlier this week. But pretty sure she wasn't okay with it. So Pokimane was just basically looking out and saying, hey man, just so that you know, haven't you guys done that before? I've done that before. I literally was involved with a girl in college before, and I saw that she was calling some dude that I knew. Like, we weren't friends, but we were friendly. She was calling him her boyfriend. So I had to tell this man, hey, just letting you know, we were just together last night. And now she's saying X, Y, and Z. I mean, sometimes you just want to be a good person, you know? Help somebody else out.
I unfollow him at the same time that I message her. He keeps responding to my IG story. So he hasn't even clocked that I unfollowed him.
Maybe he did and he didn't care.
It's been 3 days.
That's just fucking stupid. Because why would you want to risk this potential side chick notifying your woman, you know? Notifying the woman that you are going to call your wife. Why would you even want to risk that? That doesn't make any sense.
Since she hasn't answered, started stressing me out so much, I was getting prepared to send her a note via pigeon carrier.
Pigeon carrier is crazy.
She responded, and she was like, yeah, this is not kosher in our relationship.
See?
All right, so now you're a home wrecker. You couldn't just let him be happy.
He's a fucking home wrecker. He wrecked his own home. What are you talking about? Guys, first of all, Sneeko literally made a video that said the red pill was dead. You cannot say the red pill is dead, but continue to say dumb shit like this. It doesn't make any sense, okay? It's not okay for thee, but it's okay for me. Stop doing that shit. It's a double standard. This would not be okay if the shoe was on the other foot. Stop it. Stop. Why? Stop. Like, he was like, why are you affecting their marriage? Why are you affecting their happiness? Why? Because he's trying to talk to me. He's married. Morally, that's wrong. Why are we acting like that's not wrong morally? What the fuck?
He had to be a home wrecker. You had to go and ruin the marriage.
He's the home wrecker.
You know, I don't think this is genuine. I just think she's salty that she's not married. To be honest with you, it's like...
Holy shit.
Women pretend to do this out of morality, out of trying to save the relationship. No, you're just mad that somebody that was trying to fuck got married. You're just mad that you're not in that position. Don't come on here.
Okay. All right. Time out. First off, I don't know Pokimane. Who's to say that she even wants to get married in the first place? I don't know. Second of all, if Pokimane, I'm sure Pokimane has options. Pokimane can probably fuck any dude that she wants out here. It's not an issue. Are we really going to act like she's just some miserable woman who's mad because she got played by some dude? No. Honestly, she's probably not even going to be thinking about this shit soon. Like, this is going to escape her mind.
She's here and say that you care about blah, blah, blah. You don't. It's jealousy.
I'm so sorry. I also don't want to misrepresent the situation, so I send her all of our DMs. I send her all of our
Good. Good.
follow up, and I'm like, I'm sorry if any of this was flirty because I thought we were gonna like grab coffee. I thought he was single. She was like, no, you're all good. Said, which was so sweet. He gave you no indication that he was in a relationship, so I really don't blame you. I said,
Throw up GDK? How could we throw it up? Why did she throw up GDK?
It's a heart, you fucking idiot.
To be
her other hand is occupied. I know he's making a stupid joke, but her other hand is occupied, you fucking dummy.
Hey, I'm a feminist too. I don't fuck with 63rd.
Yeah, also Sneeko is just not funny. Why are none of these niggas actually funny? Like, that's the upsetting part. No one is actually funny. Guys, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for staying this long. The streaming schedule is back. I will be going live again next Saturday. Quick announcement, by the way, though. So, if you guys didn't know, I went live on Thursday with Logix, Jew, and Random University. And we love doing it so much that we are going to start doing those lives once a month for you guys. Once a month. So, once a month, you are going to see myself, you are going to see Jew, you are going to see Logix, and you're going to see Random University all together on one stream at least once a month. And if you guys did not check out that stream, make sure you head on over to Jew Almighty's channel and check it out. It was a lot of fun. Like, I loved the conversation. It just felt like four bros talking about just, you know, silly shit, you know? So please go ahead and check that out. And if you have not subscribed to their channels, make sure that you subscribe to their channels. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do that ASAP, because we are trying to hit 20K ASAP. All right? Before the end of the year, let's make sure that we hit 20K. All right? But I appreciate you guys, man. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.